there shall be no issues this time with crashes.
We'll see how it goes, I suppose.
Chicanery.
I mean, you've had a plane, you've got a new thingy ordered, so if it still acts up, we can change that out, I suppose.
Right, let's mute the stream. There we go.
Yes, that would help you, I believe.
Yes.
So
And of the host.
let's get the music.
Quickly tie up the hair. My shoulder massager is necessary today.
Of course.
Aren't those always necessary?
Mm. Come here, machine.
Yeah.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Yeah.
Oh, alrighty.
I need one. I need that to go.
So we are actually going to be live on Twitch. This is weird.
Oh, we are currently live on Twitch already.
Weird.
So because this is probably the first VOD that will actually be uploaded to YouTube, I'm going to go through the whole spiel again that you guys have all heard before. Which is, of course, there is a land called Theodane. This is a land where there is used to be great epic adventures, heroes and monsters. However, as the years have gone on, the heroes have slain all the monsters, all of the dungeons have been plundered, and all that really remains in this very safe, orderly land is now bureaucracy, religious fanaticism, and scheming of the political nature. For some, this is perfectly acceptable, a life well lived, but for most of you, this is the furthest thing that you could ever want. And the Siren Song of Adventure has taken you across the seas to the west to a colony known as Styria. It is here, in the heartlands of this place, that a town was forged 50 years ago called Fairhill. And it is in Fairhill that all of our adventures shall begin in. As for all of you, you have been drawn for whatever reason, but there have been tales of strange beasts, ancient elven kings, and moons falling from the sky. It is said that the adventurers of old still reside within that fallen black sphere to the north, and it is up to you to assist these lands, stabilize them, and potentially aid in their escape. We go now to the Axe and Thistle, the largest tavern within Fairhill, where all of you adventurers crowd yourselves around a table with a map carved on it, left behind by the previous adventuring parties for your use. And so, we now go to one... Actually, we'll do introductions. We'll do like the whole round of introductions. So, starting with Xander Titus.
As I was pouring my drink. Right, so Xander Titus is a very big lad. He is 8 foot 3 inches. He is a Loxodon. He's pale blue with some purple pastel accents, covered in tattoos and jewelry, very eccentric, brightly clothed. You probably hear him first before you see him because his voice carries. He also has a very interesting accent, which I'm sure will not cause problems later down the line.
We'll see about that. Thank you, Alcalandros, for the follow. Orion Mizrim. Go.
Well, sitting at the table is I'm gonna post him his looks in the as soon as I can actually get the thing handled, because I decided it wasn't gonna play nice. At the table, you see a gaunt-looking, darkish pale-skinned elf sitting at the table. At his side, hovering, to those who aren't arcane inclined, you just see a book and quill floating there, writing. To those who are, you see a pair of mage hands basically scrawling notes for the young elf at the table, as he's just taking in his surroundings, taking particular note in the elephant man sat across from him.
Yeah, that's perfectly understandable. Hestia.
Greetings. Hestia is a fire genasi whose hair almost floats like fire down her back. She's also covered in flamey tattoos across her pale skin with almost draconic looking sort of orangey eyes. Clad in black and red armour. No weapon at her side.
Excellent. Dedication.
Sadly, can't give the full thing as last time, but oh well. Upon first glance, you would assume dedication to be a typical human, in an open grey and tan trench coat and fairly comfy-looking clothing, albeit with brighter eyes and deep purple hair. Upon closer inspection, you'd spy the shorter horns, the angling of her irises, and a forked tail. While short in stature, her natural smile and charm helps fill the room quite easily as she chills out on the table with the rest of them.
Just chills out on the table. I like that.
Orion is basically staring at the person who is currently on the table.
Why? Chairs are boring.
Okay,
He
so
just shakes his head and keeps going.
next we have our changeling, Sienna, I believe.
Right now, indeed, what the previous party, what the party previously has already found out is that indeed Tauk is a changeling. But right now, Tauk appears as a human bard called Sienna. She has a lyre in hand, and she has her long brunette hair flowing down to her waist. Just everything about her just seems to disarm people a little bit, and she just smiles warmly while looking around the table at the friends she made there during the previous adventure.
The adventure is the friends we made along the way. And finally, Perseverance.
Well, Perseverance is a young purple-skinned tiefling with unkempt black hair, which is hastily tied back. He carries like a very cheerful expression, even if it is a tiny bit blank. And the equipment he carries, all in all, it looks to be of good quality, but very beaten, weathered, bearing scratches, dents, and old markings, indications they're all well-loved second-hand pieces. Well, except for the shield these days.
Oh, excellent.
That thing is quite new.
So now, since we have some of you returning from previous adventures, we are now going to do the part everyone never knows what to do for, which is downtime. Starting with, of course, Xander.
Well, I'm probably the few people that has actually planned this in advance. So, the first thing I will do is I'm going to see if Xander can actually access the area of the falling star and, as I like to call it, the fun bubble.
The fun bubble. Yes, so you head north in that case, and access is a strong word. You walk up to the area of the enormous black spheroid that fell from the sky. It is roughly about 6 miles in diameter. It is enormous, and you can actually see there are some people around it. They all seem to have various different sort of purposes, but yes, there are other people here.
Okay, I'm gonna have a chat and find out who they are and what they're doing.
So, some of the people here are worshipping the sphere, saying that it is a sign from the gods that they must repent. Some people are studying it, and others still are basically trying to pull the others away from it, basically telling you that monsters have been coming out of it.
Ah, okay. And the ones that are worshipping it, do they say any god or religion in particular?
They appear to speak of all creeds. There are worshippers of every colour and sort of style here. They don't seem to be here for any particular god.
Okay, fair enough.
Just people, just doomsayers. You know how it is.
Ah, the usual doomsayers.
Yeah.
And world is nigh, blah blah blah. Sandra's like, I have seen the doom of the bad before. And scribbles some notes down. And with that, he'll probably just take some notes. And then if I still have time, he wants to speak to Chandril.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Basically, he wants to find out who's the best people to speak to regarding elves, because if I remember correctly, elves are not from the old world. They tend to be in here,
Oh,
correct?
yes. When the colonists came over to Styria, it was here in the Heartlands that they first met elves, and it was quite a tense encounter, so history says. Yes, you would never have seen one outside of this particular land.
Yes, so he is very curious into meeting some more elves.
Oh,
Find out more about them.
Chandru herself is an elf, so she is more than happy to answer any questions you might have about her kind.
Ah, well, I have a very list of the long, yeah? We might need a lot of time.
Well, any questions you ask about biology, she's more than happy to answer. There may be some things that she's a bit stumped with, but she'll do her best.
Okay.
Is
I
there
feel
anything in particular that Xander would like to know?
like,
That
not
isn't
at the
sort of
moment.
normal? Okay.
Nothing at the moment. I think it might be better to do it as another off session. So yeah, that's fine for now.
Okay. Grant yourself an inspiration, Xander.
Thank you.
Next, we go to Hestia.
Wrong button. Well, I suppose before I left my my homeland, my master did tell me to seek out other dragons.
He certainly did.
I suppose who could I speak to find out where dragons are?
Well,
I assume there might be some.
you hear tell that far to the north there is a mountain, and in that mountain there is apparently a red dragon called Thane.
Ooh.
But as for meeting him, no one really knows how to do that.
Okay. Would there be any information on what he's like, or any information about what that area is like?
Well, as far as you can tell, the areas to the north have many settlements that are ruled by him. So you'd probably want to ask them.
Okay. That's probably what I'll probably go to set and do then.
Right. So you spend the rest of your downtime sort of basically making sure you're ready for the journey, getting your maps and sort of knowing what to do next, and grant yourself an inspiration.
Thank you.
Dedication.
Okay. Dedication would be spending the week basically getting the layout of the town, finding out all the little nooks, crannies, seeing if there's anything of you can, and generally gaining information about the local populace.
Say that one more time, sorry.
Sorry, so dedication will be getting a layout of the land, basically getting more accustomed to the layout of Fairhill, and also doing her best to get information on anyone and everything, basically finding out whatever information she can.
Okay, so one particularly interesting thing you learn is that, well, you learn mostly about the history that's happened recently, the big elvish conflict, how basically the elves of the northeastern forest, sorry, had a civil war, how their king came down and there was a big battle. You know that there are refugees to the east who apparently managed to escape the Starfall. But that's basically all that's on people's sort of minds at the moment. The elves and this enormous black star that fell and possibly could be the end of everything that everyone knows.
Okay. Then once that is done, I will be writing a letter to my friends back on the mainland, telling them everything I've learned so far.
Excellent. Grant yourself an inspiration.
Thank you.
Sienna.
Hello. For the most part, I'd actually just would like to work hard and be an actual bard and sing and tell stories to get some gold from it.
Excellent. You wish to make some money, and you get yourself 20 gold pieces from your working week. sort of playing music, getting tips, and sort of learning tales from those who you pass by. One tale in particular interests you greatly. Apparently, so it is said by some of the travellers, there has been sightings of a strange creature recently. In sites of great disaster, there apparently has been appearing an odd black hound that does nothing but watch.
There's nothing but watch.
Yes, some people are saying it is a fey spirit, but essentially, wherever bad things happen, this hound seems to appear and either herald its coming or basically observe the bad thing happening.
Ooh, interesting.
Get yourself an inspiration.
Thank you. Can I also, obviously my family is from a nomadic clan, but also a clan that wouldn't really want single skins to go there. Is there a way I could still send them a letter with, like, hiring a raven or something like that? Something that,
As you're sort of considering this, you hear the flapping of wings, and a large black bird sort of descends and lands on a pole near you. It sort of turns its head sideways, looking at you with one of its beady eyes before speaking. Message! It holds out its leg.
Yes, I assume there's a message.
No, there's nothing there yet.
Oh.
Message!
And I can send the message, and I indeed write a quick message to my parents, telling them I arrived safely at this town and found a group of people that I am going on adventures with. They seem lovely, and I tell them a bit about all of my companions.
Excellent. So you write a comprehensive list of things that have happened so far. You tie it to the bird's leg. It like nods to you, message, and then flies off into the sky.
Great, and that was my downtime.
Marvelous.
Message.
Message. Perseverance.
Right. So I would have hung around the town for like an extra day, because I believe there's some people still a bit like drugged out. So I would have hung around to take care of them.
Sorry,
Uh,
drugged up people. What's this?
From the last adventure.
Oh
There
yes.
was. Yes.
Yes, indeed. You can
the drug people.
you can look after them. That's more than fine.
And from there, I would ask around ask around Fairhill about generally weird goings on, just trying to get a feel for what that death guards that have been in the area might be heralding.
Oh, the Doom Guards. Yeah.
Doom Guard, thank you.
So, hearing about the Doom Guards, people are actually blaming them for the appearance of this weird dark hound that's been sort of plaguing areas of ill fortune lately.
Okay. So the general feeling that a lot of people are having is they are here not to observe something that's happened, but something that's going to happen.
Apparently so. As you're well aware, paladins of the Doomguard Order don't try and bring destruction, but simply observe it.
Okay.
Right. If that's all you're doing, my lad, grant yourself an inspiration.
If I had time, I'd probably assist the Outriders.
Well, you can absolutely do that if you like. They sorely need the help right now. Given that most of their lot went down when the moon did, so yeah. Okay, so now we've done all that, we'll go to the rumours. Your rumours for today: the Doomguard Paladins have been seen making a pilgrimage. There have been strange plants walking in the swamp to the south, and finally, the residents of Alfsigir disappeared overnight.
As in all of the residents?
Every single one.
At the mention of the disappearing people, the scribbling mage hands stop mid-thing, and Orion looks up. Is there any indication of how they disappeared?
All that people know is that, the last time it was this. All of this news has been given by a bard called Ilia, who normally lives there. She went to Fairhill for a day, and upon her return, there was no one left.
Hmm.
Knowing
And
that
this
it
was
the bard, Sienna's also very interested in that one.
how long ago was this?
This would have been yesterday.
So very fresh. Okay.
Yes.
Well, Orion, he makes a slight gesture. The mage hands close the book, and it floats over to him, and he puts it on his side. Well, I mean, it's not very often that an entire town disappears without reason. I suggest that we get on top of this, and hopefully we can find people and get them to return home.
Oh, that is one vote for Alfsigir. Everyone else.
2 votes.
2 votes.
I mean, I'm quite curious about these walking plants, but I'm happy to go wherever everyone else decides.
So, what was that, sorry?
Vote for plants unless the majority goes towards.
Plants can be burned. I like burning things.
Alright, so we have 2 for plants and 2 for Elf Village.
I think Xander, although the appearance of missing people is alarming, the fact that there's strange plants walking is also a concern, especially for Xander being a druid, so I think he would go for the strange plants in the swamp.
And Perseverance. What's it going to be, buddy?
I mean, I think I'll be tying this one up.
That's fine. If you want to tie it up, you can tie it up, and we'll take it to a dice roll.
Yeah, no. We should look into those missing people.
In that case, on the roll of an odd, we shall do missing people. On the roll of an even, we shall be doing plants. It's an odd! Missing people.
Okay.
As we walk out the pub, I'm like, it's good to see you, horny man in tin plate, and smacks Perseverance on the back.
Good to see you out again, as well, Xander.
And the sneaky beaky horny one, and pats her on the back as well.
I'm rather glad you didn't hit me with that much force. I think you would have sent me flying.
The sneaky, beaky, horny one. I like that.
And the fiery punch lady also pats her on the shoulder.
I return that punch on the shoulder with force because
Good. I see you
When's
got
I
a
can
mighty
take it?
arm, yeah?
While I see this going on, I quickly just turn to Scott because I see it coming.
Where's the changing of the lady? She has disappeared.
And of course, welcome to the
To
newest
see
of
you
the
too,
group.
Xander.
And of course, welcome to the newest of the group. What's your name, friend?
Looks dedication up and down. My name's Orion. Orion Mizram of the Iron Wolves.
The Orion,
Dedication.
as in the stars Orion.
Or Orion and the people that might be watching. I said I turned into Scott, which is a big Goliath.
Big man.
Yes.
So
small
Sienna
difference.
just suddenly shifted.
Yeah.
Yes.
The moment Sienna shifts to something, he immediately loses his attention on dedication and looks over. The spellbook is now back up and notes are being taken. He's going, interesting. I've not really had an opportunity to see a changeling in real life. So
In the flesh, you could say.
yes. I usually see them in books, and books don't really say much beyond what you can glean from the words. And basically, he's just going on, just writing and having his mage hands write notes.
Okay. We also need a pathfinder. Which one of you is that going to be?
Can athletics it if needed.
I have stealth.
I got fuck all.
I have no proficiency, so I shall leave it to the ones with the
What?
proficiency.
Oh, leave it to Panda.
Do we want? Sorry. Perseverance. What did you have?
I have athletics.
Okay, so do we want speed or do we want sneaky?
Ooh, that's a tough call.
I feel like
Yeah.
sneaky will be handy now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but if we're sneaking up on plants, like, what if all the plants are connected in one
I believe we're not doing
big
plants.
sort of way?
It's
Oh no,
missing
we're not. Yeah, we're doing missing
I've-
people.
yeah. Think
Um,
sneaky.
This would probably be beneficial.
Yeah, probably. We don't
And-
exactly want to.
And Orion would actually state that too, while taking notes of Scott. It's like, I think we should probably make great haste towards the village. The more time we spend worrying or dallying is time that we lose for finding people.
Mm.
Is okay. We are very good at the walkie-talkie.
One of you's got to make a roll, so let's go.
Yeah,
Guess
say
athletics then.
dedication. You go.
Oh, mate. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like stealth is more useful than athletics here.
Oh, that's a good start.
Hey,
Excellent.
you
So
can also
with
roll
a
better.
with a roll of 22, you get all 5 actions and both of the bonus actions.
Oh, delicious.
Linking that there.
So there's
So-
the best you can get.
Fancy. Okay, so I guess we are taking the shortcut to make us a little bit faster then as well.
If you want to take a shortcut, you can take a shortcut.
All of the shortcuts.
Yeah, sure. We
Let
will,
us go over to the old. Nope, that's not the scene I wanted. Ha! Give me a moment.
Is the map not working?
Map should be working. We have a technical kink we just need to sort out.
Da-da-da,
In fact,
da-da-da,
I can't actually do that.
da-da-da.
I can't actually do that right now, so we'll just not go to the map.
Sad.
Yeah, just went to my Streamlabs instead. It's like, excuse me. Never mind. Whatevs.
That's
He's fine.
Get it set up, and then I suppose for if you do decide to upload it to YouTube anyway, you can just edit in the map and do a voiceover.
Yeah.
So-
Yes, maybe. Regardless, you guys head to the northwest, and you can follow the river out of Fairhill, which will more than happily take you in the right direction towards that forest. And we're gonna have
Wonderful.
to see what exactly you're gonna find, but it will probably take you about 2 days to get there. Of course, with the shortcut, that will be significantly reduced, so that is extra.
Yeah.
Let us see what exactly you come across. Right. I see.
Oh.
So as you're going along the banks of the river, you see something strange. Down the bank, actually in the water, there is well, you think there's a creature in the water, sort of just half submerged. You see green scales and like bubbles coming up from one end.
Okay, everyone can see this, right?
Yep.
I'd like to make a knowledge arcana, see what it is.
Go ahead. At first blush, it looks like it is a crocodile, only much larger than you'd expect a crocodile to be. But then you realise it is not in fact a crocodile, but a dragonborn.
Oh, that's a really large dragonborn then.
Oh well.
Holy crap.
Xander's gonna be like, "Ah, good day, the Dragonborn of the Green Scale. Lovely day."
I will greet it in Draconic.
Oh yeah, I would have said that in Draconic too, actually. 'cause I've got that.
Is he drowning?
He doesn't seem to be struggling, but yeah, you can see he's talking, but like it's just bubbles coming up to the surface.
I don't think we speak water infused language. You might
Well-
want to come and actually speak through air.
Xander just pops his head in with his trunk out.
The dragonborn lifts its snout out of the water. I am green. Moss is green. I like moss. Moss is me. Have you any moss?
We'll start looking. I mean, I assume there's moss on some of these trees here.
It appears the banks of the river are entirely devoid of moss, having... Well, you're not too sure what he's done with it, but... Yeah, every rock looks like it's been scoured clean.
Oh.
What
I
about the trees?
search for moss. The trees too. It doesn't seem like there's any moss in the immediate vicinity.
Oh. I mean, druid person, can you create moss?
Can
Someone- Oh, do I actually have it prepared? I don't think I do.
Oh no.
Do you have the what's it fucking called that? Yeah, could you not have Druidcraft?
I didn't have it prepared.
It's a cantrip.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's always prepared. It has a cantrip.
Oh, it's not my spell sheet. Herp derp.
Ah, shit.
Spell sheep.
Yeah, my spell sheet.
Meh.
It's a moss sheep. Meh.
It's fine. If I cast Shillelagh, will I have gross? Actually, no. Is mushrooms classed as moss?
No.
Damn it,
Oh, that's his fungus.
fungus. Because I'm
Among
a
Us.
fun guy.
If you do not have moss, then we have nothing to speak about.
Actually, can I sniff out the moss?
You do have a very good sense of smell. I'll allow you to make a perception check with advantage, but it's going to be hard. And, let us see. Ooh! You know what? I'll allow that. You go a bit up the river and you find underneath a piece of rock some slimy prime moss. And as you produce it in your hand, the dragonborn immediately lifts himself out of the water onto his hind legs, standing about 8.5 feet tall. Give me the moss.
Here you go, my friend.
He takes the moss out of your hand and just eats it. Smacks his lips. You have granted me moss. As such, I owe you a boon. Ask, and I shall give you.
That is the generous of you, yeah? Says the group. What are we gonna do with the boon?
What
mean-
type of boons can we get?
Have you
Maybe-
seen any peoples wandering around? People, do you know anything about the disappearance of the people of the village?
Is knowledge your boon? I would discuss this with your companions.
Well,
Ultimately, only he gets to tell me what the boon is, pointing at Xander.
Give me the one of the minutes and sort of huddles them over. I don't think it'd be a good idea you wasted on finding out where the people are missing, yeah? I think we'll be able to find that out.
okay, fair enough. I have no other opinion other than that.
Yeah, actually, just a second.
Anybody else?
Well, I mean, I don't know the abilities he can give as a boon.
I think
I mean,
he'd be the powerful.
we could ask him more broadly for assistance in this.
I mean, I've been asked to search out dragons. I mean, do dragonborns count? Believe they do.
I suppose, my friend,
Not
the
the
choice
friend.
is yours. He will only listen to you, so you get the final say in the matter.
Sander then turns around going, I tell you the what. How about you do the traveling with us? And then, if I find a need for the boon, you cast it, yeah?
Fine. Moss will follow. For now.
I give you the thanks. I will promise you it will not be the long.
There's probably some moss somewhere along the way.
No, is not. Already ate it. He gets down on all fours this gangly lizard man, and like starts following you, walking around like a monitor lizard.
Has Xander seen anything like this before with a Dragonborn?
No,
Would Hestia?
I mean, you learned a bit about Dragonborn from your master, but generally he considered them to be like lesser.
Would I have heard something on my travels?
I don't know. He just seems a bit addled, honestly. Normally, Dragonborn walk upon their hind legs and also, speak perfectly normally, think perfectly normally.
Is he larger than a specimen of his size?
Oh yeah, he's definitely bigger than your standard Dragonborn.
Okay, so basically, Orion would immediately be noting that down because with the Arcana check, yeah, Dragonborn don't usually get this large, so something's up.
He sort of like just crawls over to Xander. Lead the way.
Ah, we go this way, yes? Let's go.
I don't know. You are the one leading, not I.
Indeed, aren't we the dedication?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
I should follow dedication.
In that case, you guys continue to head off into the forest, and eventually, it does get. You guys are gonna have to find a place to rest. You have just you've gotten into the forest quite a ways, and you'll probably get into Alfsiger probably like first thing tomorrow. Is your guess.
I will use one of my other actions to hide the camp for the night.
Marvelous.
I will get us some food and drinks.
In that case, with the safe camp, there is literally nothing bad that can happen tonight because you're using stealth. And guys, what exactly is going to happen tonight? What do you guys do for your rest?
Dedication, even though there's no threats, she's still going to stay up for a while, just to keep an eye. Just generally, like, make some notes in her journal about her compatriots and such.
Xander will be drinking and then have a very epic story about the time he wrestled a lion.
Wrestled a lion?
Yeah.
I am just intently listening to that story.
You see, it opened his mouth, yeah? Real big. And then he had the big pointy teeth. I held the big pointy teeth. And we wrestled for ages.
Wow.
It was a long time. I even lost the count of time. And I then punched him in the face, and he ran away.
Wow! With one punch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Hestia would just be doing press-ups over the fire.
Oh, the best kind of press-ups, of course.
Fire press-ups.
With your with your fire genasi nature, yeah, it's easy. Like you just work up a bit more of a sweat as you sort of push up over the fire. You feel the burn, so to speak.
Orion is basically like he's torn between taking notes of the outlandish story of the Elephant Man and watching the fire genasi do press-ups.
Note writing intensifies.
Yes, note writing very much intensifies.
What about perseverance? What is our paladin doing at the moment?
Essentially, I think, well, it would have been just listening to Xander's story while kind of like readjusting and just making sure all my kit is up to decent shape anyway.
Okay, so you're doing some maintenance. That's perfectly acceptable. Sort of above all of you, up in the trees, you see Moss has clung to a large and thick tree branch and is currently reclining on his back, just sort of lazily. You see his tail whips around every now and then.
Having remembered that Moss is actually here, Orion actually pulls out a second notebook in his actual physical hands and starts writing notes. He's like, I'm glad I perfected mage hands.
Fair enough.
This is a lot of notes. A lot of notes. Shit.
Alright, so if that's your evening, you don't have to worry about watches, so it passes very nicely. And before long, the sun rises, you all have yourself some food, get yourselves watered, and you're ready to carry on.
Onwards then.
Okay. You soon head to west and see what you find. Yeah. You go through the curtain of trees, and before you lies a small, quiet village. You can see there are sort of very basic buildings made out of rudimentary stone and wood structures. There is a large sort of church-looking area, and also sort of, I suppose what the oddest thing is there are market stalls, there are things lying across the ground, and all of it just appears to have been left exactly as it was. There are piles of things that were evidently dropped, including clothing, just all around the town. There's an eerie silence that sort of, although not like bone-chilling, just feels a little sad? You're not sure.
Orion would immediately go about looking for signs of struggle, signs of magic, anything untoward, like anything that would stand out as far as what happened to these people, or what compelled them to leave.
Well, that's the thing. You look around, and as far as you can discern, it doesn't seem like anyone, in quotation marks, left. There was a gathering in the town by the looks of the piles of clothing and other bits, and there's nothing now. It's almost as if they vanished exactly where they stood.
As if, like, teleported?
Possible.
I would like to keep an eye out if I, just in general, when I see things like this, if I do see that black hound I heard about, even though I assume he's long gone by now.
Sorry, one more time?
That I would like to keep an eye out with places like this where disaster has struck. If I see that black hound I heard about.
Ooh, maybe a perception check. Ooh, yeah. As you sort of look around, like you feel something changes in your sort of vision, your perception, like as if a veil comes over it, and suddenly, off in the distance on the other side of town, you see this creature. It is a dog, if dogs were the size of small horses. It has fuzzy black fur, and upon the sides of its head it has not one eye, but three on each side, sort of in a diagonal sort of line up its skull. And it has something of a skeletal nature to its head, although you can still see like the fur and things. And yeah, it just sort of, it sat there watching.
Have I ever heard anything else about something like this? Would this trigger any memory?
I'm afraid not.
Can I go up to it?
Have you brought this to the attention of the party?
No.
Okay.
You sort of wander over to the creature, and as you approach, it sort of gets up from its sitting position and sort of trots away into the forest.
While it is very tempting to follow it, I don't yet, because I don't want to leave the party behind, and I figure we'll see him again.
The one thing you note is that although it seems to be like full-bodied, it does leave behind skeletal paw prints. What is the rest of you doing? What are the rest of you doing?
Is there a tavern?
I do mention it to the party when I walk back once the dog walked away.
Yes, Hestia, it does look like there was a tavern.
So I'm gonna go have a look in there.
When Sienna describes the creature, would that have jogged something for Orion? Like, would that be okay? So there's literally nothing in history, arcana, or religion that would spark as a result of that.
This is not something that you would have ever read about before.
Okay, so this is entirely new.
Indeed.
That's both intriguing and terrifying.
While the rest of the party's doing this, Dedication would activate her Boots of False Track so that she's leaving behind null footprints, because it's funny, and she's going to go looking through the houses, seeing what she can find, if anything.
Okie dokie. What about Xander and Perseverance?
Well,
I'll let you go first.
my first thought was I don't know about that dog to follow it, but if we're supposed to not, for want of a better term, I'm going to look for or the most important looking like building in the town. I'm
That
going
would
to search
probably
there.
be the church-like structure.
Perfect. I'll go there and look around.
And Xander.
Xander will probably see all the others split off, and then noticing that Perseverance is going to the church, he'll probably sort of not like follow, but sort of wander not too far behind, trying to maybe see if there's any magical senses or sniffing around.
Okay. So we will go to the church team first then. As the two of you step into the way it feels, this place is obviously hallowed. It feels pleasant to your sensibilities, almost peaceful. You feel any sort of thoughts of aggression or combat melt away from you. And this place seems relatively untouched. There are sort of altars to the deities of nature, 3 in fact, as well as sort of little plinths where sort of treasures of the elves here remain, although one of them appears empty at the moment. Other than that, seems completely...
Do I recognise the symbols?
Indeed you do. These are quite commonly worshipped. So we will go to them. The gods represented in this church, of course there is Kaidil, the Wanderer, the goddess of drifters, roads and travel. There is a shrine to Vaola, who is the Queen of Fall, the goddess of autumn, aging and the underworld. And finally, Velikas, the King of Summer, who is the god of hospitality, youth, and sunlight. They are all considered to be the deities of nature, so to speak.
Okay.
I
I will.
do walk up. Sorry, you first.
I will explain that to Perseverance, since he's the only one here, in the most Xander way possible.
In a way, only Xander can.
Exactly.
Well, nothing seems too untoward about this. I mean, saying that, I will take a closer look at the shrines. Just like they are still, nothing's been tampered.
Doesn't seem like it.
I have an instinct to use divine sense, but I feel like in this church it's gonna ping like crazy.
Up to you, my dude.
Oh, I won't use it yet. Actually, Sienna.
Hmm?
Where did that dog go? What direction?
He walked into the forest, but I am not sure he is related to what necessarily happened. He didn't seem aggressive, and he's been sighted in many disasters, places of disaster.
Hmm.
Mm.
It. I mean, it might be related, but I feel like it's our best lead so far.
We can always try to follow it. He did leave some paw prints that were visible.
I mean, I think we should get the party together for that, but
So,
I'll
while
until-
the three of you search through the church, Hestia, you walk into the tavern.
Aye,
It's empty.
cool. I'm gonna cheekily pour myself a drink, lean over the bar, grab a glass, and pour myself a quick shot. And then, yeah, start wandering around, see if there's anything like weird, out of place. No, tavern. It's a tavern. It's always the place where information is gathered. So there might be something out that I find.
Okay. So in that case,
As
You
we
pull
walk
your-
out of the church, then I will still show a sign of respect at Kadel's shrine, since that is the
Sure.
goddess I was grown up to follow.
that's perfectly fine. So Hestia, you pour yourself a drink, and you get yourself some fine cider. It is very tasty, a bit fruity and quite sweet. And you look around the rest of the place and find that it's honestly completely untouched. Even behind the counter where the barkeep would keep some measure of their profit, the gold is still untouched.
Hmm.
Almost as if completely, like, nothing was taken at all.
It was very weird.
It's at that moment, Hestia, that you feel like you're being watched, although you can't tell from where or how.
Hmm.
Can you make me, Hestia, a wisdom saving throw?
No.
Yes. So,
Oh.
suddenly you have this strange premonition that the moment you leave this place, you are going to be viciously assaulted by some awful creature. You just know it.
Hmm. Do I know where it's gonna come from, or?
Yeah, you've got an idea.
Oh. Okay. So leave the tavern, or just leave the village?
The tavern. The moment you
Cool.
step out of here, you know that something is going to try and attack you.
Oh, I'm gonna pour myself another quick drink. Dutch courage. Skull. Knock it back. Slam the gas down. Wipe my mouth. Put my hands together in a little rubbing motion. Let's go. And I just march straight on out of there.
Excellent. While you're doing that, dedication. You're going into the old some of the dwellings.
Indeed.
How are you going about this?
Being quite cautious. Basically, going to be poking around, seeing if there's any sort of like sign of people still around. If not, I'm going to be casually helping myself to anything shiny.
You scoundrel. So yeah, I mean, no one took anything. There's no. There are plenty of signs of people being here because they literally left everything behind, which does mean there is a fair selection for you to take if you desire.
I'll stick to the easier to transport, easier to hide sort of things for now.
So coins mostly.
Mainly, yes, indeed.
Okay, you can nab yourself about 200 silver.
Thank you.
And while you're sort of going about this, can you make me a save?
Probably not. No, I can't, indeed.
You suddenly have this. It comes to you suddenly, this flash of inspiration. You feel like Hestia is going to be in danger soon. Like you just have like this feeling in the back of your mind that something's going to attack her.
I stop what I'm doing. Make sure to. Hestia said she was heading over to the tavern before I left, correct?
Yeah, you saw her go in there.
And I
The
will
sense
start
of
make-
urgency is gripping you.
Yeah, gonna rush over there then, ASAP.
Before I've left the tavern, I wanted to have put my armor on as well.
Oh, you'd have your armor on anyway.
Oh, I mean my molten armor.
Oh, yes, you cast your molten armor in preparation. That's perfectly fine. What about Xander? What's Xander doing right now?
I suppose Xander's just trying to feel if there's any magic or nature essences or anything unusual.
Are you
Yeah.
casting any spells to detect that?
I don't have any to do that.
Hmm. Well, you get a general sense that there is magic here, but this is quite a magical place, so... Anything specific is beyond you, I'm afraid.
Okay. I suppose I shall just poke my head out of the church door.
Yeah, as you sort of poke your head out the door, behind you, sort of Sienna and Perseverance are having a conversation. Can you make me a wisdom save?
Okay.
Yeah, you get a strange sensation, like a weird tickling in your head, but it sort of passes.
Okay.
Barely even a second.
I'll turn to Perseverance and Sienna going, "Oh, that was the big tingles, yeah?"
Tingles?
Just as I was drinking, damn it.
Sorry.
Uh,
I had the tingles in the head. I'm not sure if it was from a creature or just, the cold and the goosebumps, yeah?
So, Orion, you're
Yes?
currently looking around the town square where the majority of the people would have been standing. What are you doing here?
I'm basically. I mean, how long has it been since we entered town and started looking for clues? Like, a couple minutes?
Barely 10 minutes.
Okay, so basically, Orion would be looking for any signs of, like, any obvious signs of, like, teleportation, any sort of, like, planar displacement, anything like that.
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
So, as you look around, you find that, yeah, there's not really much in the way of, you don't feel any strong arcane magic around here, and there's no sigils on the ground either. But, as you're sort of thinking to yourself, can you make me a wisdom save?
Oh boy. Yes, I can.
Again, you feel a slight tickling sensation in your head, but otherwise,
Can
it
I-
sort of passes.
Can I determine where that is coming from?
Your head.
So basically, I can't determine source. All right.
No, you just get a weird tickling feeling.
Upon feeling that, Orion would be looking around for the rest of his party. He's like,
Well, as you look around, something happens. As Hestia, you come out of the tavern and you see something rushing towards you, a great and terrible beast, snarling, slavering in its mouth, drool everywhere. And Dedication, you can see this beast approaching your friend.
I charge forward and go like, Hestia, look out! And go towards it and stab it.
Hestia, what are you doing as the beast leaps towards you?
I'm gonna plant my feet and get a punch ready.
Alright, both of you can make an attack roll in that case.
oh,
Oh shit, I'll fire this first.
Okay, marvellous. Hestia, as you sort of throw the punch forward, the creature seems to nimbly evade your blow.
Using my inspiration.
Oh, you want to inspire yourself. Excellent. In that case, both of you managed to hit your intended target. Can you roll me damage, please?
Another fire fist on top of that because I was on.
Oh, whoops, sorry. That's not meant to throw. My bad. There we go.
Excellent. So, oh, nice. So, Hestia, you sort of punch the creature, and it rips into you with a claw, and you feel quite badly wounded. And the Dedication, as you stab into the back of this this odd slavering hound, it sort of snaps back its maw and bites into your shoulder, tearing a piece off. And Xander and Orion, you just look as Hestia and Dedication appear to be beating the shit out of each other.
Oh.
Xander, okay, not Xander. Orion basically looks at Xander. Help me pull them apart.
Oh.
As Orion runs over and proceeds to at least pull Dedication off.
What were you going to say, Hestia?
While I have my armor up, it would have taken an extra 5 damage for hitting me as well.
I know. I've taken that into account.
Oh, that's fine.
Xander, what are you doing as Orion's calling over to you, like, give me a hand?
And the usual sound of it's like, stop the hitting! You are hitting each other, you dum-dums!
You dum-dums. In that case, I would like Orion and Xander to choose one of the fighting party members and make an opposed strength check against them. So,
I think Orion said you were going for dedication, did you?
Correct.
Okay, I'll go for Hestia then.
so Hestia and Dedication, make me
Oh dear.
some strength checks, and we'll see what Xander and Orion get to counter
Oh, damn.
those.
I've got like no strength whatsoever.
Oh my. So, despite the fact that Xander rolled terribly, the two of you do manage to get pulled apart, thankfully.
I could just imagine Orion runs over to Dedication and kind of just arm bars arm bars her back a little bit before
Him.
basically put
Is it her? Him?
them
It's hard to tell.
them
Yes, them.
basically arm bars them back a little bit before putting his hands on their shoulders, going, "Hey, stop! You're hitting your allies."
Yeah, and Hestia, what is Xander doing to pull Hestia back?
Well, Xander would use a mixture of basically doing a full Nelson.
What? Don't know what that is.
It's like I basically sort of hook my arms underneath, so you can't move your arms. I'll put it in a
Yeah.
Heartlands chat.
Yeah. You get pulled away, and Dedication and Hestia, you guys look at each other, and the beast appears to have disappeared. Dedication, you have taken let's see, 13 points of damage, and Hestia, you've taken 18.
Yep, already added.
Although that would be lowered to 13 because you would have taken off your molten armor temporary hit points first. Yeah, the beast appears to be gone. You guys don't actually know what just happened.
I think
What are
at
you
this
doing
point,
hitting each other,
I
you
just
dum-dums?
I just walk out of that church going like, what happened here?
But there was a monster. It was coming for Hestia.
Okay,
That's what I
first
said.
off, Orion is and looking over Dedication is like, okay, did either of you feel a sensation or a tingling prior to your sudden visualization of this creature?
I was looking through houses for people, and suddenly I just knew Hestia was in danger.
I mean, I was scouting out the bar, and yeah, I just got a weird feeling that I was going to be attacked the moment I left. So I, prepared my shield and just marched on out of there.
Okay. Orion's nodding. He's again his book his notebook is up, being written in by his mage hands. Okay, all right. I think something's here that's messing with our perceptions. I felt something earlier, but it passed very quickly.
Was I there when I heard about the dog thing, the monstery thing that you saw?
Yeah, you would have heard it.
Okay, cool.
Tickles.
Ah, the moss. What do you sense?
Tickle in head.
Ah, the same.
Yes.
At this stage, I think I will just divine sense.
Ooh. Perseverance. What does it look like when you cast your divine sense?
So I grab the symbol of Zirlane, and my two normally completely black eyes suddenly gain this spectral blue pupil.
Ooh, very nice. So yes, you can sense that around you in the area, actually, you can actually sense its direct location. About 60 feet above all of you is a fiend. As you look up, you can't see anything there, though, although you do know it's there. It must be invisible.
Well, I think I found our fantastic friend up there.
At that
Uh,
point, I just want to shoot a load of fire into the sky, like, randomly.
You want to shoot a whole load of fire into
Yeah, I mean,
up into the trees.
I can control the flames, so it's fine. I can put it out if I want to.
Oh, fair, fair.
Mm,
So you
sure.
start throwing fire up there, and basically you all hear a woman's cackle echoing through the air, and sort of the sense moves Perseverance to in front of the church, where appearing out of the nothingness of the air is a woman. She sort of floats gently in a position that looks like she sort of sat on a chair, I suppose. She has an enormous pair of leathery bat-like wings behind her and sort of ram-like horns spiraling out from her forehead. She has sort of dusky orange-red skin and a long lashing tail with a snake's head at the end of it, as well as sort of goat-like legs which end in hooves. Oh, it is ever so amusing to watch you kill each other. Although, the paladin does make things a little less interesting.
I just shoot back in Infernal. Well, sorry to ruin your fun.
Oh, no, my fun isn't over yet. There's more to be done. You want to find out what happened to those villagers, don't you? She smiles widely.
I'm going for an intimidation with tell us now, you disgusting creature.
Go ahead and roll some intimidation. Oh. Yes, you're quite commanding, aren't you? You're dangerous. Very dangerous. But if you want to know so badly, I suppose I can tell you. In a way that only I can. You've all spent a little bit of time here. You've soaked in the aura of this place, which is why this is going to be so easy. As she claps her hands together, and you all feel magic sort of seep into your every pore, and suddenly everything goes dark.
Spooky. Oh boy.
In the darkness, you feel a sense of falling, and as you awaken, it only feels like mere seconds have passed, but your surroundings are vastly different. As we go to something else.
Oh boy.
Now, something completely different.
And now for something completely different.
Okay, so is this all of it? Is this affecting all of us or just
All
Everyone.
of you.
Okay, so prior to that, would Orion be able to recognize what creature this is?
You can make an Arcana check.
No.
Yes,
Or at least not-
unfortunately, it's not necessarily something. It's definitely some sort of fiend, but beyond that, you know.
Would I recognize our new surroundings considering that A, I've traveled a lot, and B, I have an excellent memory for maps and geography?
You
I
don't
recall-
think you've seen what you're seeing in this particular fashion before? No.
Wait, are we still in complete darkness? We're not now, are we?
Give me just a moment.
Are we still in complete darkness, was that?
So each of you looks around. You all appear to be alone, and essentially, it is all dark around you, save for like a shaft of light above you.
Okay, I'm going to set my hands on fire so that I can see a bit better.
You sort of use the fire, and as you look around, it appears that you are currently surrounded by sort of. You're in a cave that is black and orange,
Oh,
and the walls look soft.
let's see. Can I punch a wall?
You sort of curl back your fist, and you like send it flying against the cavern wall, and it budges slightly. It doesn't actually hurt at all. Whatever you're hitting is like really soft. You could probably just climb it, to be honest.
Good. I mean, does it have a top?
Yeah, you can see there's like a shaft of light coming from somewhere above you.
I'll start climbing then.
What about everyone else? All of you are
well,
in similar situations, as in you are in a cavern made of something soft, and up above you there is a like a hole for you to climb out of.
I will sniff the wall.
There's something wrong with your nose, Xander.
Oh no!
It's
it is
not
too
long anymore.
No.
Oh boy.
But you do still retain your senses, oddly enough, and this cave smells like, for want of a better word, you.
Wow, I smell amazing.
So, looking down at myself, what would I see?
Now, as you look down, you see no longer the body of Sienna or Scott or Diego. You have these tiny little pink hands and tiny little pink feet. Your body is quite sort of a bit rounder than you remember, and you're covered in grey fur. And you also have this tiny, well, this rather long, thin pink tail now, which is like ringed. You feel your face, and you also feel that you're sort of, you have a snout now.
We mice.
It appears you have all been turned into rats.
Ratty. Hey. Rats.
Hmm.
Rats. We are the rats.
For the terms of your equipment, each of you still has like your weapons. You have like little tiny versions of your weapons, but your clothing and your armor has like fallen down around you. And for the purposes of the rest of the adventure, your armor class is just going to be 10 plus your dexterity modifier.
Jesus. What is my oh god. That's so bad.
But
Oh, this
we
is
do still have our powers and such. How would that affect me as a changeling?
You could probably, you feel like you could probably turn into another rodent or small creature of the same size as a rat.
Okay. Oh yes, because the size difference. Okay, yes, got it.
okay. Orion, looking around, taking in his rat form.
You can still cast magic in this form, it seems.
He looks over at the wall in front of him. He pulls out his longsword and stabs it.
Yeah, I mean, your longsword is sharp enough to cut through fabric, so you like cuts through.
Oh, wait, so I'm inside my armor.
You appear to be inside your clothing. Yes, you're falling
Son
into
of
it.
a-
You
Son
stab
of
a hole in your own tunic. Yay!
Son of a bitch. Okay. I make my way out of my armor and I start looking around. It's like, okay, that's not fun. That's not funny. Where the hell are you?
As you, everyone climbs out, and yeah, you all look around and see each other on tops of piles of your own clothing as rats.
I got my clothing. I was quite comfy in there.
Can
Oh,
I have like a little Charmander sort of flame tail?
I mean,
I
you,
am
Like, I
changing
feel like
it.
that's probably what I need.
you can all have some sort of personalized aspect to your characters. Like Dedication could have like tiefling horns. You could have like a flamey tail. Xander
I'm
can
changing.
have. You know what, Xander? You can have your long elephant nose if you want on your rat.
Yeah, baby anteater.
Yeah.
I'm changing into a hamster
Okay.
instead.
You are
Yeah.
now a pale-looking hamster.
Mhm.
So yeah, you're all rodents now.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay.
So I think I know where all of the villagers went.
But
Yeah, they've in fact probably been here this whole time. They've just been in rat form.
Is Moss
Yes.
nearby?
You don't see Moss anywhere.
Damn it.
I mean, he probably got away. Probably
Damn it. I
smarter
could have
than
asked
that.
him for the reversal of the spell, yeah?
I mean, shout.
Okay. In his loudest voice, I'll be like, Moss! Yeah.
Let me. Well, I mean, there's not really much I can draw at the moment because the area it is very large for creatures of your size. But we'll just put everyone out. Pile of clothing. Another pile of clothing. Another pile of clothing. Some more clothing. Oh god.
I choose that one.
And we'll have one back here. And let's get everyone's tokens. Their proper places. Okay, there's Hestia.
I choose my own circle.
Xander. I really need to zoom in, don't I? Cool. We have Perseverance. And we have Ryan. He is. So, Perseverance here. As you guys are sort of discussing, something lowers itself from somewhere behind you.
Can I do a check to see if I sense it? Oh, it's
Oh, boy.
redacted.
Yes, with 8 legs and
Oh, no.
8 eyes along its body, you guys see an enormous spider comes down from a nearby tree and is eyeing you all rather greedily.
Immediately gets mind slivered.
Alright, we're going initiative.
Collect your tokens, guys.
Would you like to explain to the audience your phobia, dear?
Ah yes, the reason a spider has a redacted token is because we don't, well, I don't like looking at spiders because I'm phobic of them. So yes, we have a redacted token, specially for spiders.
Redactive.
It's a redacted!
Da, 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 da,
I
da.
am very happy with the redactive.
But yeah, the moment it lands, Orion looks over and mind slivers it.
I will say that once he's mind slivered it, I would have cast symbiotic entity on myself.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. Roll me that mind sliver and see how much damage you deal to the beast.
And how much? Well, it has to make a DC 14. It's basically a saver. It's basically a saver suck.
That's perfectly fine. Give me just a moment, and I will get roll for yes.
It's an intelligence saving throw.
Yep,
So-
I know. Give me a wee moment as get out some spiders.
No, that was a plural. Great.
Excuse me? I didn't hear anything.
Of course you didn't.
No.
What?
That is such a perseverance. It's like, what? More than one? Okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
So
It's more of
Some-
them set on fire.
Something 26 on my fucking turn order, good god.
Level 3.
yeah, it fails its save and takes 2 psychic damage and a -3 to its next saving throw. Uh,
Yep.
So 2 damage, huh?
Yeah, not impressive damage, but the debuff on the other hand.
Indeed. And now we go to initiative order, starting, of course, with dedication.
Right, so main movement is to there. Cannot do much because I have no ranged weapons, because god damn it. Gonna use my bonus to move behind the clothes here. And main action, gonna try and be sneaky beaky and hide, because please don't see me. Oh well, and that is my turn.
Okie dokie. Marvellous. You should be quite well hidden as we go to Orion.
Okay. Are there any small pebbles or rocks near me? Or am I
Um,
still just atop my armor?
I mean, there is a pebble near you, but it's enormous because you're a mouse now.
Okay, so...
As for small objects, if you like, you could rip a button off of your tunic. That would be quite useful.
Give me one moment. It is an item that is... Okay, it is... item straight 90 feet, anywhere between 1 to 5 pounds within range. Okay. Well, I'm going to be catapulting the pebble to the spider.
So catapult. You put the button in your hand, and you cast the spell upon it. It shoots out, and
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
oh, dex saves. Oh, for a spider. Apparently it fails.
Good.
23 damage.
Jesus
Jeez.
Christ.
Yep. The catapult flies out, doing almost maximum damage actually, and the button cleanly breaks one of its front legs, and it sort of topples forward, the other legs sort of flailing out wildly as it tries to get itself back into position. We go to Hestia.
What was my movement again? I move, and then attack, can't I?
Yep, your movement is 30. However, your firebolt has a range of 120 feet.
Okay, so we'll move this 30 so it gets a little bit closer to it. And yes, we will go for a firebolt.
Well, that certainly hits it. Let's see that damage. Oh no.
2.
I think it caught most of the button.
The fire scorches along its back as it thrashes, and it while it does scorch it somewhat, it doesn't seem to mind all that much. Xander.
Okie dokie. Right, let's have a look, see at what we got here. Looks like I've got to do a lot of running, so... zoom in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And as a bonus action, I shall cast Shillelagh on my snake staff.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh!
In that
And that's
case,
my turn.
the snake on the end of the staff comes to life and starts like hissing.
Yeah.
Ready for the time where you smack
Yeah.
someone with it.
We are going to do the bops, ya snake.
Colonel.
Col-
Senna.
Yeah, Colonel.
Right.
Understood, Colonel.
So I would indeed use my action to dash, which gives me like, oh, sorry. See it out there. And then I would use my bonus action to give an inspiration. Wait, no, that is out of range, I think. Yep. Wait, let me move slightly less far instead.
Yeah.
So that I'm still in range to give to Xander. So Xander gets a bardic inspiration.
Lovely. In that case, we go to the redacteds. As another one sort of rappels down from a tree nearby and is going to move.
Yay.
He can only dash, but he's going to crawl over the clothes and sort of plant himself over here. And this one is going to head towards you, Hestia.
Good.
You may not be saying that soon.
No, to be fair, I don't have a lot of hit points right now.
Oh, yes, you took some
Sorry.
damage earlier, didn't you?
Hey.
Okay then, so it sprints over to you in a fashion that only a spider can, and decides it is going to bite you. Oh boy, that's certainly a hit. First of all, you're going to have to make me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, that's not good for you.
Oh dear.
Okie dokie. I'm sure you'll be able to take this damage. Ah. So you take 10 piercing damage and 8 poison.
Yeah, 1 HP.
Oh god.
Ooh.
As it rushes forward and sinks its fangs into you. And yeah, that hurts a hell of a lot as we go to perseverance.
Right. So move and dash, like this way. That's my turn.
Oh boy. Dedication.
Okay, so that's about right, I think. Yep, so I can bonus action to dash and run my ass all the way there. Gonna put that there so I can see where the fuck I'm going. Boop. And main action, gonna try and stab it with the rapier.
You
Does
rush
the
forward to save your compatriot who you
the
stabbed
14
earlier.
hit?
A
Yes, indeed.
14 does hit, yeah.
Oh, thank God. 1 second away. Okay, I am indeed not next to anything, so stab it.
Ooh. Yeah, you thrust forward with your rapier and catch it right between its mandibles as it sinks its fangs into Hestia, and it recoils away from your blade. And I must say, you can't really see much expression on it. It's an insect, but it seems pretty pissed off with you as we go to Orion.
Okay, so
Oh,
let's
an
see.
insect.
All right. Basically, Orion steps off the mound that is his armor, steps down here, and he's going to mind sliver the spider he just hit. It needs to make that intelligence save again.
But can it? Oh,
No.
close, but no, it takes that damage.
And the -2 to its next saving throw.
Indeed. So you throw up your... what does it look like when you cast a spell in your mouse form?
Well, he's basically he has his because he's not holding his shield anymore because that did that change with him or did that not change with him?
Yeah, the shield is currently on the floor next to all your gear.
Okay, so yeah, he has his long sword in one hand, which he's pointing towards the spider, and has his spellbook in the other hand, which is glowing in ethereal blue.
Yeah.
And he's just basically he looks like a small little mouse casting a spell through a sword.
Okay, so it comes up through the sword. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
So we then go to Hestia.
He's gonna be a little bit of a ow, and I'm gonna point at the bastard and cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh yes, you would have been able to do that at the end of its turn as a reaction.
Oh,
So
okay.
you do
Gotta
that.
do a
then.
dexterity saving throw.
Indeed, it does. It fails miserably as it bites you, and in tandem with Dedication stabbing it with their rapier, flames erupt from its torso and start burning it, and it shrieks. What's that to do with your actual turn then?
I mean, I can't heal myself, so we're going for a green flame blade.
Alright, you sheathe your fists with fire, and unfortunately that is a miss.
That.
Just about, unless, Artin, even if someone were to give you inspiration, all you'd get is another 13. So you swing, but doesn't quite connect with the beast this turn. And we then go to Xander.
Okie dokie. Right, I shall waltz up to this lovely little spider here,
Yeah.
and we shall do the bonking.
The bonk. Oh, that is absolutely a hit. Go ahead, roll that
We go.
damage.
Bong.
Oh, and symbiotic strike as well, of course.
Like bad spider. Donk.
The snake whips forward and bites it on one of its eyeballs, and it sort of rears itself up on its back legs, and definitely seems bothered by your approach as you go to Sienna.
Right. So first I cast Sun. Nope, I'm not going to do that actually. I am looking at the almost dead Hestia. And so instead I'm going to walk.
She certainly
In
appears
this
to be
way.
running on fumes right now.
Yeah, exactly. So I
Smoke fumes, you could say.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to things a little bit. I am so sorry.
Oh,
I
good.
apologize. Nope. Need to look straight in that direction, basically. Yeah, that would do. So I would walk over there, and then that means Hestia is in range for a healing word.
That is true, yeah.
And because of how almost that she is, let's upcast that to level 2. So that's 6 health.
6 is certainly going to help.
Yay.
Not 9. Do the upcast.
Oh, it is 9, yes, sorry. Because
Oh,
the
sorry.
upcast gives it an extra 3. So Hestia, you're looking a little healthier. You're not gonna...
Points.
Sorry, my bad.
You
I
may
see
not be
now.
dying today. As we then go to our spiders.
Oh, there's one in my circle. Hang on.
Indeed, you get to use your reaction to do your symbiotic spores damage, which I believe that is maximum. Very nice.
Ooh.
The spores cling to the creature and they start boring into its skin. And you see little sort of blood starts pouring out all over its body.
What a shame.
Indeed. So a third one comes down. Moves over here. And it is at this moment that you hear a voice ring out through the brush. Halt right there! I will stop you. And you see a shining blade cuts through one of the legs of the third spider. And you see there is a tiny little mouse with a suit of armor, a sword, a shield, and a red cape, who has just joined the battle. Have no fear, friends. I'm here.
Who's I'm?
Who in the hells are you?
Introductions can come later. So he will pop down here.
Yeah.
Tiny,
Out of character. Yeah.
Yep.
What?
tiny mouse knight. Yay! There he is.
What a lad.
We have literally gone into the rat zone. What the hell? What is this?
So then spiders. Having been rather hurt by your assault, the spider is going to turn towards you, Dedication, and miss you entirely.
Oh, thank fuck.
The other one is going to give its best towards Xander. Nope. And the last one is going to turn up around upon this new entrant and miss him as well. Perseverance.
Right, so I turn around to our new friend here and say, "Pleased to meet you, I." And then I will go up to this spider and take a swing.
Go ahead. Show me what you've got.
Be a lad.
Show me what
Another
you've got.
expectations.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Oh, the crits!
We are going to dump a Styrian smite into that.
Excellent. So, your Searing Smite, with the new
So-
crit rule, extra dice are maximized, so that's going to be 14 on your sword damage, 8 on the fire, which would make that 22, plus an extra 12, makes that a grand total of 34 points of damage.
Would not be a strength save. The second round of damage requires a dexterity saving throw, not a strength one like that one says.
Is that on its turn? I think it is on its turn.
Oh, is it on its turn? Okay.
I think it has to avoid burning at every turn, basically, now. Yeah,
Okay.
You rush forward, your sword wreathed with flame, and you just lop off one of its legs immediately. Blood spurts everywhere. It tries to shy away from you, but is like poked back by the mouse behind it. And we get a dedication.
Right. Main action, stab it in the face. Yay!
Stabby stabs. Ooh,
Stabby
nice.
stab.
You reach forward and you thrust your rapier through one of its eyes, and you catch something soft. It sort of shudders and falls to the ground, dead.
Beautiful.
sweet. In that case, gonna
Wow.
take the rest of my turn to move over here, seeing another one and hearing the one over here. Bonus action, gonna sneaky peeky.
Sneaky peeky. Lovely. Orion.
All right. Well, Orion lowers his sword after watching the spider over there die. He walks over to get visual of the spider over up here, and he gestures to the pebble nearby. And as he's casting catapult, he points the blade to the spider and launches the pebble at the spider.
Go ahead. Roll me that. Oh, it's a dex save, isn't it?
Yes.
It fails. Marvelous. Which one are you aiming at? Sorry.
The one next to Xander.
Lovely. That is 11 points of damage as the pebble like snaps against the side of its head, and it seems a bit confused as to where it came from, but it gets quite wounded. Good, Hestia.
Well, let's have a look-see. Which one was it? Only got one slot left. Sad. Was it that one? No, it was that one, wasn't it? No. Can't remember which one it was.
What you looking for?
Tone one. Ah, there we go. Burning Hands, I think I might go for.
Yep. As long as you get within 15 feet of it, you can more than happily burning hands. Yeah, you can easily get within range.
Cool. Right, I'm gonna go like that and go 15 to there.
Oh, it fails its dexterity saving throw, so you're doing full damage.
Delightful. Burning Hands it is.
You hold out your little mouse hands, and the fire erupts from them, burning the back of the spider. And again, it has nowhere to run really, because it's currently trapped between these two warriors. It just gets completely roasted on its last legs. It sort of seems desperate to try and get away from all of you. Xander.
More bonk.
More bonk. Another hit.
Bonk, and then symbiotic spores, I think it is. Or is it strike? I can't remember. I think it's.
Strike.
Oh, strike. My bad. Oh well.
1.
One. Woo.
Hey, it still counts. As again, you give it a second blow. We go to Sienna.
Right. I am going to cast Vicious Mockery on the one to the right. And I just sing, Itsy bitsy spider, come up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
Uh-oh. You tap into the innate fear that all spiders have of that song.
Exactly.
However, it cares not!
Ah, damn it.
It clacks its mandibles defiantly at you
I will also
in a very spider-like way of essentially going, bitch, please.
My rivals in the water. I'm not afraid.
and I will also give a bardic inspiration to dedication.
Yeah. Alright. Thankfully for you, a fourth one does not come down. Xander, you are missed.
Yeah.
Perseverance, you are also missed. You lucky buggers. Lucky boys. Perseverance.
Wonderful. Going to take another swing.
Swing away.
No.
This time your blade does not connect. It sort of moves its one of its legs towards you to kill your momentum before you even build it up. And like hisses in retaliation. Dedication? Dedication.
Dedication.
Okay, yeah, I can.
So
probably round
decadent.
reach the decadence. Maximum decadence. So run out here. I think I was hidden, so
Yep, your
stab it in the face.
sneak attack. And with the advantage, that's a crit. Yeah!
Yes.
Dear Lord. So with the crit roll,
Rogues.
obviously, so that is 23, 35, 43 points of damage as you leap across the arena and just thrust your rapier through its head, and it collapses. Beautiful.
Bonus action, run over here.
Just cleaning up house. That's how we do it. Orion.
Kill stealing everything.
I move over here, and with the flick of his sword, he lightly brings it down, and with it, it glows in an ethereal blue as I hit him, as I, send him a mind sliver.
Mine sliver. Well, spiders are not good at this shit. Nope, you get him.
Wait, so he takes 4 damage and -2 to his next saving throw.
Indeed. Xander, you forgot to use your symbiotic spores, but you rolled it earlier, so I'll just add
Yeah.
5.
That's fine.
So Hestia, yeah.
Hmm. What was it? Fireball that else had a really long range, didn't it?
Firebolt and Eldritch Blast are both options.
Eldritch Blast.
Delightful. I haven't done that one yet, so Eldritch Blast.
Oh, you hit him.
Delightful. Take that, bitch.
Ooh, max damage. Beautiful. The bolt soars through the air and sort of burns across its back, and you see that it is on its very last legs. It's bleeding all over the place. Xander, can you finish it?
Can Xander finish this? This is the ultimate question. Let's find out, shall we, folks?
No. No,
No.
you can't. That's a miss.
Sad.
But hey, you tried.
I tried.
Sienna,
Right. I cast some Scorch on it.
Constitution saving throw, not their best. Nope.
And still half otherwise. Well, then.
The fire burns into its eyes and it shrieks. Doesn't die, and on its turn. Oh,
Oh, spores.
Yeah,
spores.
spores. Can you do enough? Come on. Nope.
Oh, still.
With the spores sort of burning away at its back, it uses a disengage action and is going to run.
Let's see.
It's not quite out of range yet, but then we go to perseverance.
Perseverance. You're muted.
He's not.
Come
He's just be
back.
right back.
He said he was
Well-
back.
Oh yeah. Oh,
How-
now he's muted.
How dare he do this to us? Well,
He's back now.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
is he?
I did see him. I did hear him speak.
You know what, dedication? Just go until we figure out what the.
No,
Person.
oh sorry. I am here.
You'd best be.
I had microphone issues there for a second. I will hold my action though.
Alright, well, dedication. Do your thing, man.
Okay. So 30 bonus action dash to there. It is out of range, but would I be able to yeet a dagger at it?
How far away are you from it?
That is a good question. About 30 feet.
You'd be able to yeet a dagger with disadvantage.
Fuck it. Yeet.
Yeet!
Nah.
Oh.
Oh no. Duality of Tiefling.
Duality of
But
Tiefling.
bardic inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration
still-
could give him
still
a
in that one.
D6, but it wouldn't give him.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Even so, it's still in that one, so.
Go Orion.
Moving up my 30 feet, using my last spell slot to launch the last catapult at it, attempting to hit it with the pebble again.
Go Pebbles. Oh, it makes it save this time. What does that mean?
Well, it misses.
Oh.
It's all or nothing.
It leaps out of the way of the bolt, and we go to Hestia.
Right then. We're going to move another 30 feet.
You are still in range for your Eldritch Blast and Firebolt.
Still moving 30 feet. Right. Oh, Eldritch blasted so well last time. Hey!
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Fucking eat shit.
Blech, and it does. As the
Good.
bolt pierces through its back and like out the top of its head, and it's gone.
No, my hat trick.
Hat trick for you.
So close. And yeah, the three enormous spiders lay twitching and dead around the field.
I need a heals. Can we take a
I'm here
rest?
for healing.
Can we take a rest?
Ava, no, Hestia, get your butt here now for the heals, yeah?
Guttles, guttles, guttles.
We should
guttles.
probably figure it out for resting first though.
It's
Maybe
fine.
dedication should also go in that direction. Yep.
Hestia gets a healing mush.
Yay.
A healing mush.
Yes.
Oh, is that meant to be healing spirit?
Yeah.
In that case, you get to roll that 10 times
Oh, perfect. Right.
because it lasts for a minute.
10 times.
Yeah, healing spirit. You put it on for a minute, and then
Is
it,
it? I'm pretty sure. Hang on.
as long as
I'm
you
pretty sure you
can't.
can only use it to your modifier.
Oh, in that case, yes, you can use it up to 4 times. Apologies.
Okay, well then,
Sorry.
the 4 and the 3 go on Hestia, and then the 5 and the 4 go on dedication.
Yeah.
And then with the spider, can I use gentle repose on it?
You may use gentle repose to stop it from rotting if you so desire.
I'm going to save it for later if I remember it.
It's a very disgusting trick, but okay.
Alright,
Do not worry. It will be all important for the laters.
See. You planning on
Food.
eating it?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
It's a very big meal. We might be down here for a very long time.
I'd rather we weren't.
Yeah.
let's see if we
As
can
much
help.
as I like playing hide and squeak with spiders, I'd rather
Ah,
not.
you are the
It's
funny.
terrible.
Noble heroes. The mouse knight steps forward.
Ah. Hello, mouse in tin plate. What be your name?
I am Emery's, the only mouse knight in all these lands to be granted the vaunted title of Cat Killer.
Most impressive.
Mouse with the title. Oh, now I've heard it all.
I'll have you know that I've had this title for a very long time.
Good
So
for you.
you have always been a mouse?
Yeah? And a valiant slayer of cat. He sort of draws his sword and points it up towards the sun.
Very impressive. Yeah.
No
Charming,
one.
I'm certain,
Oh.
but as you probably could guess by the virtue of as he gestures to all the clothes around, we didn't start out as rodents, and I think we'd like to return to not being rodents.
Oh yes, I saw. It was quite strange. But don't you fear. I'm here, and among my kind I have slain the most cats. So you are perfectly safe.
We're not up against a cat, but okay.
There are always cats. Always.
I see.
Have you
I
also
mean-
seen some more non-rodents turn into rodents recently?
Of
here?
course. I've been protecting them.
Oh, that is good to know.
Can you show us where?
Very valiant of you.
Yeah, I can show you. You don't seem like bad people, so go ahead and follow me. As
Lead the way.
he begins to trot off towards the edge of the town.
You'll sort of scuttle after him.
Mm.
Scurry.
Scamper, skitter.
Yeah.
Despite having, a stupidly long tail, Orion walks on two legs and, walks after them.
So Emery's, it takes a while with your new tiny bodies to actually walk over to where he takes you. There is an enormous tree where outside you see the rotting body of an owl, and he sort of heads inside.
I also recovered my dagger, which I yeeted and failed.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
Inside, you see a tiny community filled with mice, and yes, you can see that most of these mice have like elongated ears that would suggest they used to be elves.
I think we found the townsfolk.
Hello,
Mm,
fellow the squeak
oh.
squeaks.
Yeah, they greet you solemnly. So it doesn't appear they like being mice, which I find offensive personally because I've always been a mouse and I think it's great. But never mind.
Ah, do
Imagine
not
if-
mind the pointy-eared elf people. They are used to being tall, yeah?
I
Imagine
have found
if you woke
that-
up an elf one night.
Well, I guess that would be rather upsetting, yes. And being tall is nothing. I am taller than most tall creatures, simply by the virtue of my valorous heart.
I have found that most creatures that can't change their appearance prefer to stay their original appearance.
One sec.
So you're telling me it's a vanity thing?
Or an
I would-
identity thing.
Indeed, I think it's more just being accustomed to it.
Hmm. Yes, I suppose that makes sense. Regardless,
I mean,
take this time to rest and relax. I shall protect us.
That is very kind of you.
I think we also need to plan on how we're dealing with this witch.
Mm. That would be handy.
Maybe you should ask some of the newcomers. They might know a bit more.
Indeed.
Thank you. Yes, that's a fantastic idea. Appreciate it.
And he relaxes sort of by the entrance, keeping an eye out.
Okay, so while that's going on, Dedication would like to go around the people and ask about what they know about the witch.
So basically, most of them know that this particular creature is not from like the natural area. It's not something that's ever been in the Heartlands before, and the rangers basically tracked it back to its lair and said it was coming from and to the sphere, the big black sphere that fell. They tried to lay a trap for it after it had essentially messed with the minds of some of the townsfolk, and basically the tables were turned when they were all turned into mice.
Sorry, what did you say? Klaus?
Basically, the witch came from the sphere, was causing shit. They tried to lay a trap. Tables turned, got turned into mice.
Yeah. The thing she's using to turn people into mice is an artifact that used to lay within the temple. It is essentially a rod that allows one to become will gain the wild shaping abilities of a druid. But she has somehow corrupted it so that she can inflict those forms upon other people.
Hmm.
Hmm.
This entire time, he's Orion's taking notes as best he can. The mage hands now basically mage paws.
Mage pulls, that's fine, yeah.
Hmm.
Would
Okay.
they know if getting rid of the witch would cause us all to revert, or would we have to then use the staff itself?
They tell you that basically in the big battles leading up to sort of these events and the moon falling, they lost their head druid, their arch druid, and a lot of their sort of knowledge was lost. They have scrolls that they have yet to go through because there are so many of them, but essentially, as far as they're concerned, they think the rod is the cause of the curse. As such, if you can somehow wrest it from her, then you might be able to turn the tide once again.
Well, as the fellow druid, I am happy to do the helping and the researching, but obviously you need to get the rod first.
Hmm. You said you knew where this creature's lair is.
Well, at first she was coming to and from the sphere, but now she appears to have made her home inside the town.
Have you observed any sort of sleeping patterns, any sort of downtime patterns where she might be best caught off guard?
As a fiend, she unfortunately has no need to sleep, but we have noted one time where she reveals herself. Well, it's to taunt people and mess with them. You're going to have to find perhaps some other humans or elves or whoever is nearby to come into the village, and once she preys upon them, she will appear. That will be your chance to get what you need from her.
This
Orion just scratches his chin.
this would be all well and good, but we need to be in the non-squeaky form to grab the staff, yeah?
The mouse sort of shrugs. I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to work with what you've got, I'm afraid.
I think as long as we get the staff, we hopefully would be able to use it. Whether we can lift it or not is a whole different story.
Hopefully, just touching it will be enough.
I wonder.
The first step will be to strike it out of her hand.
Let me have a go at her. I'll certainly give it a good go.
Can anyone throw their
Shout
voice or
them out.
amplify their voice?
No.
I can.
You can?
I can create a distraction with some minor illusions.
Well, the goal here is she likes to taunt. So, why not turn that on its head? Perhaps goad her into turning at least one of us back so that she can torment them, and while she's distracted doing that, we grab the rod.
I would love to punch her in my actual form.
She seems like she, this creature seems like it has a penchant for prideful, boastful thinking. So, why not turn it on its head?
While I agree... Sorry, you go first.
You go.
I was going to say, While I agree that she does seem boastful, I don't think she would turn us back. She does not. Boastfulness and that level of stupidity. Arrogant, maybe, but not so much that she would turn us back, I'm sure.
Well,
I
if it's just
agree.
one person making noise, and one person, I mean, what's the harm of one person versus, somebody who can immediately turn them back into a mouse?
Hmm.
It certainly might bait her out. I wouldn't count on the transformation, but
Yeah,
the,
it's less that she goes for it and actually, turns them back, and more that she goes for it and, engages in enough dialogue for us to formulate a plan to get this rod.
The distraction I can agree on, indeed.
While they're debating this, I'm gonna sit with Emeris and see if I can look out for moss.
Yeah. Essentially, you sort of make me a perception check.
Perception check. Do.
You actually do see Moss. He's currently up on the tree, sort of high up in the branches. You didn't really spot him on the way up, but he appears to be hiding.
Moss!
He
Moss!
sort of looks down. Moss.
It is the Xander in squeaky squeak form.
Mouse.
Yes!
How you talk, mouse?
I don't know.
He like crawls down the tree, and in this form, he's enormous and sort of like looks down at you with a beady eye. Everest leaps to his feet and draws his sword. Back, bad lizard!
No, he the friend. He likes moss. It's very confusing. Do not be afraid.
The Emery sort of seems highly confused, but sort of puts the sword away, trusting you.
Is there any moss nearby? I want to go grab a little bit for him.
Unfortunately, there's no moss in the tree now.
Sad.
Probably consumed by moss.
He
So-
sort of looks down at you, Xander.
So
You have
we
gotten much smaller.
Yeah, I am a very small elephant now. A very fluffy, squeaky elephant.
It's
Are
funny.
elephants supposed to be scared of mice?
It's funny enough. It's funny you have turned into your greatest fear, have you not?
It's the fine, as he sort of coughed awkwardly. We have the problem. We are the squeak squeak, yeah? We need to get the big sticky stick off the lady that turned us into the squeaky squeak.
You want stick.
We need the stick.
Is that your boon?
Yeah.
She is dangerous. If
We can
you wish to have the stick, you must distract her for me.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Make the distract. I grab stick for you.
I give a thumbs up to everyone.
All right. Have we gotten enough time to basically get spell slots back?
No, you've barely been here an hour.
Or is that
Okay.
what that hit points?
You could have had a short rest, but ideally you're going to want a long rest, which,
Cool.
you've got time to do.
Fair.
Okay, we'll do a long rest then.
I wait in
Yeah.
tree. Let me know when you want me to stick.
We'll let you know when we do the walking and the distraction.
Yes. He climbs off into the top treetops and waits.
Perfect.
Yay. Slots.
Onwards.
So you
Rest.
can all get your hit points back. You can get all your spell slots back, all your abilities. It's all the good shit.
So, do you want me to make my voice boom and yell insult at her in Infernal?
That sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah.
Maybe we can throw up multiple distractions so she is even more confused. On the other hand, that would also make her more
Give
aware that
away the
there's
trick.
multiple things going on.
Singular distraction seems like it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
If I get close enough, I could cast blindness on her.
I mean,
We
that would
can
probably
distract
help.
her. Get her distracted, then cast blindness on her. There's no point in doing a little sneak attack. She doesn't really know that Moss is here, so if we all do little like blows at her, maybe it might distract her long enough for him to get it.
Well, all right. Let's get this party started.
I assume you want to rest and recover your spells, my friend,
Yeah.
first,
We
correct?
just-
We already did.
Yeah.
We've already.
Wrong button.
This is taking into consideration the long rest.
Yeah.
We're basically setting up for the encounter.
Yes.
My misunderstanding.
So everyone's got their
It's all
stuff back. And what do you have an exact turn by turn plan? Or are you just gonna be like, yeah, we do this thing?
I think we should do it in order of how we want to do it.
So
So-
yeah, what are we doing before?
So I think
Well,
Perseverance should go first with the booming voice.
mm-hmm.
If needs be, I can compel duel.
I reckon a vicious mockery should happen after that or something.
I was actually gonna say before anything save related occurs, Orion was gonna drop a mind sliver so that things that like blindness or vicious mockery have a greater chance of success.
That is true.
I
So
could climb my way onto one of the buildings, onto the roofs, and when I see her, I could jump down, see if I could stab the stuff out of her hand if she's close enough.
so
Well, we've got Moss gonna take the staff
Yeah.
away, so
unless we're doing it as I'm making an obvious distraction, and then everyone else gives a false thing that the distraction was for.
yeah.
Yes.
Pretend to show our
Basically-
hand before we show our hand.
Okay, basically, my thought, based on what information we have, is you're going to make the noise. I was going to drop a mind sliver. Whoever was dropping blindness was going to drop blindness, and then Moss was going to act.
To be fair, that'd probably make more sense actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if-
she'll be
if-
ready
if-
for a surprise attack if she's already like that.
Yes, and if mind sliver works, blindness might work better, and once she's blind, should she be blinded, then Moss would have an easier time of grabbing the rod.
Oh yes, grabbing the rod.
You grab
And stroking
that
it vigorously.
Oh my! Oh my!
Oh my.
Oh my.
So in that case, if that is your plan, I imagine everyone else is just going to be waiting in the wings, hidden like, or what about Hestia, Dedication, and Sienna?
Right, like, do you want me to use Vicious Mockery or not? Because someone did mention it.
The vicious mockery, I would hold on to it just in case hold on to it as a reaction to hit her once she has once the rod has been removed.
Okay.
Basically,
Dedication.
hold the action. Basically,
Dedication will try and keep sneaky beaky, and if the opportunity arises, try and cause a distraction around her feet.
Okay.
I suppose I'm already going to cast my molten armor to make sure that's ready.
You're now a molten mouse.
Yep.
play mouse.
Ooh. I'm going to ready a firebolt.
Ooh, I just thought, because of my pathfinding actions, I can use one of the actions I have for an assassinate, right?
You can, so you are more than able of getting basically a surprise round against her.
Nice.
Would you like to use assassinate?
I would indeed.
Excellent. In that case, you guys set up your stage around the what is essentially the town. it's difficult to draw things in an aspect that would be suitable for mice. So I'm just gonna say that we're gonna draw it in people size and have you guys be like super tiny. There you go. Front of the church
Make us
there.
small.
Don't know why it's wibbly. It shouldn't be wibbly.
And just for clarification, I would have cast symbiotic entity on myself again as well.
Like a roundhouse there. The road back here that I'm gonna have to expand upon later and have like house there. And this is like a town square. There's lots of stuff. So go ahead and place yourselves around the area. Door. Big doors.
It would be very front and center, so like there.
Dedication will keep nice and hidden in the corner here.
Marvelous.
Center
As I'd be near Perseverance. Actually, let me just double check what the range for blindness and deafness is. 30 feet, so I need to be 30 feet in front of her.
Where also do we expect her to be? Or to come
She will appear. She appears is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So chances are golden that she'd probably land well within range of the person taunting.
That's the hope, anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, some of you know what you're doing already. Those of you, for example, Sienna, are you holding any actions?
Yes, I am holding that vicious mockery for
When she
staff
appears.
drops, 'cause why not?
Excellent. In that case, who's going to make all that noise? Let's see it.
I'll be like out sort of middle of town there. I will cast thaumaturgy on myself to make my voice boom, and then I'm going to yell for her to come out here. All in infernal, and then she is. Is this all that she has? She's no fun.
Ooh.
Should have called her a cowardly skank.
You could make me a performance, persuasion, or intimidation check with advantage.
Excellent.
Very nice. In that case, yeah, you sort of you think it might have been the bit where you didn't call her fun, and she just sort of pops out, and of course she's full sized right now, so we'll just,
Giant lady.
and as she appears, I'm assuming the assassinate's gonna proc, as she she like appears out of nowhere holding this artifact in her hands. She looks down at you, Perseverance, and says, "Oh, no fun, is it? Well, perhaps I'll just kill you now, shall I?" And then do the thing. Okay, that is. We will see how well that works. It does. The Mind Sliver hits her, and she has a -1 to her next save. Ooh.
Perfect. Then I will shout out for Moss, as then I cast out for blindness and deafness. But I will ask for blindness.
Blindness and deafness, and you wish to blind her. Excellent.
Yeah.
So that is Constitution saving throw, which, oh god, is not as good at. So yeah, she is now completely blinded as you throw that upon her. There were other held actions, I believe.
Yep.
So let's have the Vicious Mockery and the Firebolt happen as well.
That went for an Eldritch Blast. That was a miss. Sad.
Blind,
Yeah, she have
meaning
advantage.
advantage.
Oh, beautiful.
Roll their damage. Yay! 1.
That was so bad.
And the Vicious Mockery.
Right.
Right.
Whose Whose shrine did you piss on to get cursed with a face like that, though?
Ooh.
Jesus.
Insulting her looks, definitely a good option. So all of you throw out your initial barrage. She gets blinded, hit by several spells, and then darting across the buildings, you see Moss leaps forward, rips the staff out of her hands, and then sort of drops it next to Xander, and then disappears off into the forest. Now you can all roll the initiative, and because of Assassinate, you will get a free round on top of what just
Click your tokens, guys.
Good old Perseverance with his 4.
Damn.
Perseverance, you truly are the
indeed.
best.
Like, you already have a +7, Ollie. How do you also roll so high on top of it?
Rogues in it.
Oh, it's cheating, naturally.
Rogue, yeah.
Clearly.
Really? Have you ever rolled low for initiative during this campaign?
So far, I haven't rolled less than a 20.
Rogues. Rogues are fun, aren't they?
Natural rogue, natural rogue.
Oh dear. And let's see
This is
what
why
our
we love playing
erstwhile
rogues.
enemy gets. Oh, she can't do it either. He's slow. But still higher dex than you are. So, dedication, you're going first.
So, 30... Ooh, just. Okay, cool. So, run my butt over there with bonus action dash.
Mhm.
Oops, that's a bit too far, I believe. There we go. And... Stab. Where's the fucking buttons? Oh!
Inspiration.
Nice.
Use it.
No, because blind, so...
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Blinded.
So,
How long's she blind for?
until she
Until
makes
she
her
makes the
save.
save.
So, Ollie,
Mhm.
there is something that I'm unfortunately going to have to tell you. Your sneak attack will
Oh,
still
no.
do full damage, but your rapier, since you're currently small, is only going to do 1 point of damage plus your dex.
That is fine.
Uh,
1 plus dex.
Yep.
So,
But
so
roll
that
the
is
damage,
5.
and we'll... Oh, wow, that sneak attack.
Wow.
So 17 sneak, and then
Damn.
the 6 from the other bits.
I don't think I've ever
21.
rolled that bad on a sneak attack. That's ridiculous.
It's not great. Hestia,
No.
It's okay. I'm fine with this.
Damn.
as you,
Where am
you
I?
run forward
I
and like
am-
stab her in the shin with your tiny rapier.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, ow!
Let's
shit.
move Forward. No. She's a fiend, so it's fire ain't really gonna work, is it? I'm gonna go for a chaos bolt, and ooh, I get to roll a thingy, don't I?
So, the Chaos Bolt, I believe that misses, but I will check. It does just barely miss.
Sad.
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 Unfortunately.
Wasted a spell slot.
Sienna.
I think as most of my things also do fire damage, so for the same logic, that doesn't do as much. And I'm just out of range to get there in the 30 feet that I have. And I think I'm then well, definitely gonna use a bonus action to give an inspiration to Xander, because he's gonna be up afterwards.
Okay.
And why not another vicious mockery? Because it's gonna do more than the fire, most likely.
You throw out the Vicious Mockery, and unfortunately this time she resists it.
Ooh.
As she snarls, I'm done playing around with all of you.
Oh.
It's time you all die. As we go to Xander, the rod is currently lying in front of you.
Perfect. I'm going to use the rod to stop us being turned into mice.
Okay, as an action, you use the rod and you are now big again,
Yay!
but just you.
Just me.
Yes. Basically, every turn now, as an action and a bonus action, so you can do it twice per round, you can turn someone back to normal size.
Well, since I have a very lovely little bond next to me, I'm gonna bonk her on the head with it. It's like, you no longer squeaky squeak. Donk.
Okie dokie. So, for the purposes of this, I'll make you guys bigger.
Go from a tiny hamster to a giant Goliath. Great.
I should note that as you guys turn back, you don't actually have any of your gear, so you're currently completely naked.
Xander's fine with this.
I was fine with that too.
Covered in tattoos, yes.
You should see some of my piercings. Oh yes.
Oh, God.
Scott just goes down and like, ooh, cool.
Marvellous.
Oh, boy.
So now it's her turn. She is going to look at... you know what? Amazing. Good old discovery. Make me a discovery. What am I talking about? Dedication. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Did we not get
Didn't we have an
bonus round?
ambush?
Oh shit! Yeah, she doesn't get to act this round. Oops. Alright.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay. Are there any, buckets or fairly large items nearby that can be flung by catapult?
Sure. There's like pebbles and stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move my. I'm gonna move 30 feet. Let me double check, see if that is actually 30 feet. Right there. Okay, cool. All right. And then I'm going to basically point my sword at the nearest one, and then fling it towards her.
Go ahead.
She's blind, so she has to make that at disadvantage, I believe.
Indeed, she does. Yeah, she's taken that damage. Of
Basically
course,
gets hit with a rock.
since it is a tiny pebble, it will do 1 damage, or 1 for each
Oh my
dice. So it's 3
Oh
damage.
my god.
She is big and you are small. As we go to Perseverance.
So wait a minute, you're telling me my spell, literally, I cannot lift a normal-sized bucket in my current size.
Well, you're still a mouse, so yeah.
It
That
has
is-
to be small in comparison to you. Yes.
Oh, that is. Okay, moving on.
Perseverance.
Guiding bolt, yeet.
Guiding bolt, yeet. Okay. Tiny guiding bolt. Here we go. Roll to hit.
Roll 20, please.
On roll 20, you can do it.
Roll 20, please.
Roll 20, please.
No. Why is your internet so bad?
I mean, I'm still here, so I think it's roll 20 dying.
Roll 20, why are you so bad?
That's right. What's your spell attack bonus? I'll roll it.
Oh shit! Damn it! I'm not a warlock
No,
anymore. I get to level spells.
You fool.
Aha.
So that is
Text
the.
box appeared under the character sheet.
That's the damage. What's the attack roll?
Oh, did I? I must have the macro set up. Sorry.
Just auto hits, that's fine.
+3.
Okay, you hit her, and because it's a tiny guiding bolt, you do 4 damage. But
Damn
she
it.
is now glowing, so the next person to attack has advantage, which you had anyway. Dedication.
I'm still a tiny person, so
Yeah.
could I use my movement to try and like scurry up her leg
You may, yes.
as I'm climbing? Just...
Her leg is like a goat leg, so there's plenty of like fur for you to cling onto as you get up her leg.
So yeah, So gonna start climbing up that, and as I'm going like, yeah, stab.
Oh, you hit her, and you get yourself a sneak attack, doing 11 damage. Sneak
Then bonus action? Yeah, fuck it. Bonus action. Stab again.
Oh yes, the 20 hits.
And that's
Doing
another.
1 damage.
Yeah, 1 damage.
Stab. Hestia.
Where is she? Oh god, is she small?
No, it's just I've had.
Okay.
You know what? I will make her like the other people who are large. I will give her a slightly larger token just to donate it. There you go.
We're still tiny. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
2.
Well, 1
Oh,
because you were
Yay.
small.
I tried, guys.
Sienna, you're big again.
Yes, I indeed am. I am gonna walk over here so that if she fails, the fiend won't run off the entire battlefield, and then I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Oh. Okie dokie.
And if she
Oh no.
then she needs to run as far away from me as she can. But she also gets the full damage.
Indeed. She's going to move over here, and because you're on her, you're gonna stay with her. Good old
As she runs.
dedication.
Shit.
And I am also gonna give Perseverance a bardic inspiration.
Marvelous. Xander, it's your turn. You're also big.
Biggies. Right.
Are you going to continue to embiggen people?
Yes, I'm trying to work out which is the best course of action. I think probably Perseverance is a little bit closer, so we'll bonk him.
You can do it at range as well.
Oh, we'll do it to Orion as well then.
Wait.
Everyone's
Yeah.
getting embiggened. Yay!
And then I'll just move next to Perseverance, and that's my go.
Alright, her turn. She's going to turn to the very annoying rogue climbing up her and trying to stab her lots. And you're going to have to make me a wisdom saving throw, my boy.
Uh-oh.
Well, she needs to roll for the blindness as well.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I shouldn't have reminded him. Sad.
Well, dedication, you're fine from the wisdom save. And
Oof.
he's going to have to do something to save her ass. So, let's see. You can't make the save until the end of her turn, although she should have had one at the end of last turn, regardless of whether she's moving or not. Now let's see if she can make another one. Nope, what am I doing? I typed that into the stream chat, not the Roll20 chat. Whoops. Whoopsies! Okay, so she's blind this turn. She's going to try and make a swing at dedication with disadvantage. That doesn't help her. And then we're going to have another constitution save. Okay, she's no longer blind.
Good enough.
And then she's going to move actually up into the air. She goes 30 feet up into the air with dedication still on her.
No.
Oh no. Where are the wings on this? That'll do. Alright, so Orion, you're big.
He's getting magic missiled to the face.
Magic missile.
Basically, he stretches out his hands, his eyes glow an ethereal blue, and just the missiles shoot out of his fingertips and slam into into her chest.
Oh yeah, she definitely takes those hits and sort of staggers. She almost falls and then keeps her balance and like flaps her wings to keep herself up, staring at you hatefully. In fact, she's going to use her reaction. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh shit. Nope.
As she hits you with a hellish rebuke for 29 fire damage. Jesus.
I'm down. And I'm down.
Yep. That was a pretty high damage roll. You hit her with a magic missile and she like stares at you, her eyes burn, and so do you. Perseverance.
Alright.
She's
I'm-
unfortunately no longer within melee range, being up in the air as
That-
she is.
In that case, did I just have my longsword? Or do I have all my weapons?
You'd have your longsword, the rest of your gear is on the ground somewhere south of here.
Damn it. Okay. In that case, she's gonna be hit with a sacred flame.
Oh, Sacred Flame. Oh, she definitely dodges out of the way of that. The sort of bolt flies down and she sort of dives under it.
In that case, I am just going to move to, let's say, here,
Yeah.
and that's my turn.
Alright, dedication, you're still tiny.
Yeah, I'm still holding on to. Whereabouts roughly would I be on her at this point?
You're like on her hip.
Would I be able to reach her like neck area with just movement?
Yeah. Yeah.
In that case, I will climb up there. And as I'm panicking like shit, stab.
Before you do that,
Yeah.
I'd
before I
like
do
you
that,
to make
yes.
me an acrobatics or a athletics check to actually climb her while she's flying.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
You're okay. You're okay.
Ooh, slight panic.
In that case,
Anyway,
that much. Nice. As you sort of start stabbing her in the neck, you dangerous little bastard.
I am going to then use my bonus action to dash round to her back so she can't reach me.
Oh, you
That's easy,
son
anyway.
of a bitch. Maybe another acrobatics check.
Another acrobatics.
Yeah, you're fine. Hestia.
Let's do Eldritch Blast again.
Well, you hit her, and you do a single point of damage.
Yay.
You continue to chip away with your tiny beams. Pew, pew, pew. Sienna.
Boy. Where is she? There. So I definitely moved a bit closer to be able to hit her at all. And then I cast another vicious mockery to give us some more advantage. And well, no, really though. Like, your face is one thing, but did you pick that outfit yourself? And wait, need to click it.
Ah. Yes, of course I did! Ow! Ah! The vicious mockery tears into her psyche and she just can't take it. As we go to Xander.
Marvelous. Well, I will come back. I'll be like, stop the bleeding. I'll come back for you later to Orion, and we'll go 5, 10 out here,
Yeah.
and gonna make Hestia big.
Hestia
can I
is big.
Can I reach dedication from where I am?
Yes, you may.
Excellent. He is also well. She is also now the big.
She's like
So,
monkey pawing over her fucking back.
yeah, so she's now having trouble flying as you hold on to her back, and the two of you plummet to the ground. So she's no longer flying, and on her turn, she is going to use a villain action. Oh yes, you weren't expecting that, were you, Ollie? I heard that sniff of worry.
Well, it's more of an itchy nose, but okay, that works too.
How dare you? So then, let us find. So she uses her villain action as she screams out, "I will not be disrespected! You shall respect me, for I am Nocticular, queen of my kind. Come to me, sisters! Kill the mortals!" As there are rifts that open and two more of these creatures appear. At the same time, you see that the wounds on her body, while they don't heal entirely, do heal quite substantially as she casts a spell upon herself. And that is her turn as we go to Orion.
He's currently unconscious.
Indeed, I roll the death saving throws here. So let us see what you get. Okie dokie. We go to Perseverance.
Right. So she's on the ground again, right?
She is now on the ground.
Excellent. So I'm gonna go up to her and take a swing.
Oh, she needs to roll for her blindness as well.
She already did that. She's no longer
Oh, shit.
blind.
Oh, okay.
Perseverance, you get a solid blow.
We're gonna dump a divine smite into that,
Of course.
and a channel divinity inspiring smite.
Nice.
Ooh.
You know what, Hestia? Do you want 6 temporary hit points?
I think she does. Not actually in the room right now, but she will return. And I have no doubt that she would be more than happy to accept that. Perseverance, make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Crazy then.
Okay, you make the save, which means you only take half damage from her hellish rebuke.
Leave it a quarter.
Yes, it is
Because of
fire
infernal
damage.
electric.
So you only take 6 points. Actually, no. Yeah, 6 points. Dedication.
Right.
You're not really
Moving.
holding on to her anymore after she's fallen down.
No.
But yeah.
So stand my ass up, move over to about here so that nothing is around me, and stab it again.
Stab it again.
Ah.
Oh no. you
Bonus
missed this
action,
time.
stab it again. Does a 15 hit?
It doesn't.
Shit.
As your first blow, she ducks under, and the second one, she sort of slaps your hand away, and you can see that the rage in her eyes. She's essentially turned on gamer mode.
What a nerd.
Hestia is not in the room, so we go to Sienna.
Right. I will turn to this one and cast Fairy Fire on it.
Which one, sorry?
Fairy Fire. Oh, sorry. This one.
Okie dokie. She unfortunately evades it.
And then I move a bit out of the way and go there. And that's it for now.
Xander.
Well, it sounds like I'm the only one with healing abilities at the moment, so as a bonus action, at 60 feet, which should be in range of Orion. Yep, just about. He's getting a healing mush.
A Healy Mush.
Marvelous. And then we go.
Alright.
Do you know what? Let's just move there, and then we're gonna cast. Since I can, for some reason, cast is at 120 feet. Kill touch on this lady.
Okay, well that certainly hits her.
Oh, that didn't do a lot.
She takes 1 necrotic damage, but is now no longer able to heal until the end of her next turn. That's
Nice.
good shit. Her turn, as well as her minions. Minion number 1 is going to make Xander make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Okay, you're fine. Minion number 2 is going to make Sienna make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Wisdom, right?
Oh no.
Let me use my inspiration that I have on that one.
Okay, so you don't get affected. And before the big one moves, Hestia has returned, so now she can take her action.
Oh, hello. Is it a bonus action for me to cover my hands in flame?
It is a bonus action for you to use your dragon's gift, yes.
Oh, okay, so I'll do that and then I'll punch her.
Okay, go ahead.
Flamey punches, miss.
No.
Um,
You swing, and she, just like Dedication's attacks, she is becoming suddenly very nimble and able to avoid these blows. And on her turn, Hestia, she looks at you. Make me a wisdom save.
Why did you choose wisdom? My wisdom's so bad.
Oh.
I'll give you. I was gonna say one of us all. You or
Who-
me, man.
Who's going to be the inspiration giver?
I'll do it.
I'll do it. You do it then.
Same time.
I'll
Go.
do it. I'll do it. No,
Sure.
you do it now. I got it. I got it.
By the way, I can't see Orion's heal bar.
Can you? No. Let me.
More.
Yeah. Why?
There you go.
Tin-
Fixed.
Marvelous, thank you.
Alright, so you, Hestia, you are not charmed. Lucky you. She is then going to turn towards Dedication and very angrily try and scratch you. Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
You have resistance to fire.
Me?
I believe I do. Yes.
Oh, in that case, you take half of the fire damage. That's 6 slashing and 3 fire. So,
9
only
total.
9 damage. And then we go to Orion. On the floor.
Right, he has 4. He's got 4 health points. He's okay. Unless he's AFK.
He is
Orion!
at the very least.
Hang on, I was muted.
Oh,
God damn it, I don't know why it was muted. Anyway, basically, he stands up, staggers, he looks at Nauticula and stretches out his hand again, and basically same thing as before. Blasts, uses his last first level spell slot to blast her with magic missile.
she's already used her reaction this round, so she cannot.
Hellish rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke, as she definitely. Wait, what am I doing? The bolts blast into her, rip a hole through one of her wings, and she shrieks in anger. As we go to Perseverance. I should note, none of you have your gear, so everyone is stark naked right now. Ding!
Oh.
Oh yeah, I have
Where is- oh,
uh,
God, we left
I have
this.
not processed this fact just yet.
Neither has Orion.
I've used fire to like.
It's like a
cover it to
clickbait.
censor myself.
It's like a clickbait article you'd see online. You know, 6 naked people fight succubus in the woods.
I've got a
Someone
fire
fetish
team.
somewhere out there.
Scotland would 100% be that person to then go like, look, a helicopter! You know.
God.
God.
Top 6
Oh, sorry,
adventurers that you
go.
might find fighting succubi naked. Number 3 will surprise you.
Yeah. Is that how you're
Number
going to give
4
Bardic
is hated by
inspiration now? just helicopter.
Yes, 100%.
So Perseverance, you slice her, and the sword that cuts a good old niche, but she does not go down by any means. Are you adding any smite on top of that?
Nah.
Nah.
Actually, you know what? It probably won't work, but we can try it. We'll see Searing Smite.
Searing or smite or let's see.
Like comparing fire to demon, but hey.
Yeah, she does take the damage, but the fire does not seem to scorch her as much as you'd expect. So, what will happen is if she fails her dex save, she'll only take 5. unfortunately. Dedication.
Right. Second verse, hopefully better than the first. Stab! 15?
No.
Fuck it. Oh no, I don't have inspiration. Never mind. In that case, short sword, stab!
There we go.
You what? You can have mine.
No,
too,
no,
Ryan.
no, 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 no.
Too late. Take that crit, bitch.
Yeah, you're getting that crit, lad, whether you like it or not.
Yes, boss.
So 21 damage, 26 damage, 32 points of damage. The blow rips through her chest, and as you pull the sword out, you can see that blood's going everywhere. There's black ichor that's searing from her skin. She looks at you defiantly, and you realise that despite this grievous wound, she has not died. Hestia.
Perish, creature.
I want you to die, bitch. Fuck's sake.
No! You try hit her, she's just too fast! Oh, actually that wouldn't make much of a difference. Sienna.
Right. Let me. Oh. Oh, that's fine. If I do need move here, then throw a bonus action healing word towards Orion.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you.
So that's a 6 extra health.
Yeah.
And I really just want her to die, so like I throw a vicious mockery just her way, like, please just die already. I'm so bored of you. Just fuck off.
Oh my god.
And
Wow.
So,
it's
you're
extra 3 damage.
you're sort of like telling her to, you know, fuck off. It seems to be quite effective as the spell takes her last hit point
Yay.
and shrieking, her body burns into cinders, and you see an infernal wisp sort of rise up and fly off through the trees somewhere else. And we then go to Xander.
Kaiden, is that you?
Giant naked Goliath goes, "Fuck off!" and woman dies.
Perfect. So,
That was my first ever kill as well, I might add.
Wait, the other 2 succubi aren't
No.
temporary summons?
No.
Nope.
Oh shit!
So on this one over here, since I can't quite reach, we're going to cast Infestation.
Oh,
Oh, for
infestation.
God's sake.
Is it a wisdom save? I thought it was a con save.
It says Wisdom on here.
Let me check.
You put it on here, DM.
Did I? It's a
Yeah.
con save, and it's not a D. It's not 10. It's going to be 14.
Oh, we'll have to sort out my character sheet later.
But it don't
It's been
matter.
saved anyway. That's fine. And then as a bonus action,
Red hair, don't care.
since the red mush is still on there. Actually, no, bonus action, I'll cast Shillelagh on my stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Shillelagh!
Next is going to be the old demonic ladies. Orion, make me a wisdom save.
Shit.
Okay.
Perseverance, make me a wisdom save. Yay!
Oh, Bardic Inspiration.
Fuck.
That's the D6.
Yeah, it's D6.
Yes.
Yes!
Oh wow!
Polished face.
Okay, so you have now been charmed. While you are charmed, you must obey her verbal and telepathic commands. And you get to repeat the saving throw if you receive any harm or receive a suicidal command. But otherwise, you're under her control, as she tells you to start killing the. Tells you to start killing Dedication and Hestia.
Awesome.
Can I cast Calm on him?
It's this one.
Okay.
Orion.
Did I just notice that Perseverance is charmed?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver on him.
Make me an intelligence saving throw, Perseverance. Okay, so Perseverance, you take 2 psychic damage, and since you've taken damage, I'd like you to make me a new Wisdom saving throw with a -2.
Damn.
Wow.
That works.
So yeah, you're no longer charmed, despite having a -2 to your saving throw for Mind Sliver. Perseverance.
Excellent. I am going to start making my way downtown to this fine individual who cast spells on me. and we are going to Sacred Flame.
Sacred flame, sacred flame. She gets hit by the sacred flame. The radiant energy burns her, and she spits. Actually, you understand Infernal. She says something very rude. Dedication.
Okay, so from where I am, 30, 60, so that's where I can go. And I think I cannot reach anything from there. Ooh, 20 feet. I'm going to throw my dagger at her. Ooh.
Oh. Did something happen?
I don't know.
7 damage.
Nice. There's nowhere to hide. So.
Your dagger sails through the air and like cuts her across the arm. And we go to Hestia.
Right. I just want to do some damage.
You just want to put something.
Just want to put
Do it.
something.
You cast fist.
I believe.
So your fists are on fire at the moment. Don't forget you can also use your Hexblade Curse.
What's that one?
It's another bonus action, so you can curse a creature and then you do extra damage to them and crit them easier.
I don't have that on my sheet.
Oh. Well, we'll have to
Hexblade
revise.
Fist.
Yeah, we'll have to revise that, but yes.
What? I've got Hexblade Fist.
Yes,
that
you,
it?
you do have to hit her for that though, or rather be in melee range.
Okay, that's fine. I can't dash and hit her again, can
No.
I? How far away from me is she? Too far away for Lightning Law. Sad.
Sad.
I've not been able to use that yet. That is really sad.
Is there any other spell you'd like to use? Could use a Chaos Bolt or a
could use
Firebolt.
Firebolt, but I don't really want to waste any more slots yet, so let's go for a Firebolt. Yay!
You hit her. Let's see that damage. You do max damage, and because of your special affinities, you actually overcome her fire resistance.
I do, don't I? I forgot about that. Damn it.
Yeah. And yeah, she takes the full 10. She doesn't seem to understand why she's been burnt so badly, but she's
I'm going
very
to
annoyed
scream,
at
Fight me, bitch!
you. she seems ready to take up the challenge. In fact, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear. Why are you making me... Hey!
Alright, you take quarter damage, which is 2.
Delightful. Then again, I've got my shield up, so because she's hit me, she'll take some damage as well.
Has to be a melee hit for
Oh, sad.
the armor to take effect. Sienna.
The fire damage resistance is only gone for Hestia, I assume, right?
Huh?
I think so, yeah.
You said that she didn't get the fire resistance anymore.
Oh,
the
yes.
feat. I assume that's
Yeah.
only for Hestia, right?
Yeah, she has a feat that allows her to ignore fire resistance.
Great. Then I'm on this one. I'm gonna upcast Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, second level. Which one are you aiming at?
On this one.
Okie dokie. Let's see how this pans out. Their saves today have been so terrible. Oh
I was
no.
going to say, you've had some really bad luck with that.
Normally I'm the one rolling crits everywhere and having fun. Now you guys are having fun.
How dare we?
Yeah, I'm meant to be the only one having fun here. I'm the DM. No. So, yeah, she flees from you as you whisper the words of dissonance into her mind. And she shrieks and starts to flee. Xander.
God damn it, she keeps running away. I can't catch her.
Sorry.
You be doing the coming back here, yes?
You do the coming back in, you naughty girl. And I will cast. What can I cast? We shall do. Well, I could do that. Oh no, I'm not close enough. That's fine. We'll just cast another infestation on her.
Infestation. And she fails this time, taking the 5 poison damage.
Nice.
As you send out little mushroom spores to start burning through her skin.
And as bonus action, since the healing mush is still on Orion, it's more heals.
Yay!
More
healing.
heals!
More healing mushroom.
Okay, as a bonus action, this one is going to cast Flame Blade and rush towards you with a sword of fire in her hands.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see whether she actually hits you. No, she doesn't.
Fine,
Actually,
good.
you don't have your armor right now, but you're also a Loxodon, so you don't need armor anymore.
No. Oh well.
Never mind. Oh yeah, Hail Spores, 1 damage.
It makes all the difference.
And then this one is going to lunge at Hestia with her claws. Ooh, a solid hit. And you halve the fire damage, so you take a grand total of 7 points.
But it's fine. Again, she has to roll for my shield because it's a melee attack.
Oh, yes, she takes 5 fire damage from your shield,
Yes.
but then your shield dissipates.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes, then I will take less then because I'm thinking what we're taking 7, did you say? So
Sorry, did I say 7? I meant 10, but it'd go
Okay.
down to 5.
yeah, it will go down to 5 because I'm only taking 5 from that.
Go, Orion!
All right, so the one that's currently attacking Xander is getting mind slivered.
Mind slivered. Sliver of the mind. Yeah, she certainly does.
5 psychic damage and -2 on her next saving throw. As he basically he lowers his left hand and looks over to the succubi, points his other finger. His eyes glow that arcane blue, and she gets hit with the mind sliver.
Marvelous. Perseverance.
Right. So we are going to get right up into this individual, and we're going to take a swing.
15 hits this one.
Oh, awesome.
This is not the big one. So yes. Your sword cuts into her, blood stains your blade black as oil, and we go to dedication.
Right. Yeah, I can make it around behind her, so run.
Oh, the pincer attack.
Stab! 14?
Nope.
Damn it. Stab! Yeah!
How your second hit always hits.
Seriously.
It's the 1-2 punch.
No!
Oh wow.
That's terrible. Oh,
Why?
fuck it.
Devastatingly low damage.
Jesus.
Disappointingly low damage, even.
Honestly, disappointed Lilith noises.
Sure.
Alright, so Hestia, you can now use your Hexblade and punch her, hopefully
Yes.
hitting. God, I hope you hit. Yes, you hit!
So,
So you do the
this
7
one
damage.
fire. I
Okay.
don't do enough damage, that annoys me.
I mean, it's not that you're doing low damage, it's just that you rolled a 1 for both of your dice. So, yes, you smack her in the face and she stumbles back. If you like, you can cast a spell, such as Lightning Law or other things, but you'd have to spend 2 of your sorcery points to quicken a spell.
I mean, is she gonna try and run away?
You don't know, it's not a turn yet.
True.
If you want, you could just quicken anything and just blast her with some magic, whether it be a first level spell.
No, I would
Or-
like to get my lightning law ready, so screw it. Yeah, why not? 'Cause I've not actually had a chance to use it yet.
Alright, use it, let's see what
I know
happens.
it's a cantrip, so it's not even a...
So you use 2 sorcery points and you quicken the lightning law, and strength is not something they're good at. Nope. You punch her, and then with the other hand you sort of lasso the lightning law around her neck, drag her to the floor, and do the extra 8 damage that was required to kill her.
Yay.
You just drag her body into the ground, and she burns into nothing. Sienna. Or Scott, sorry.
Yes, I will try another fairy fire on the one remaining fiend.
Yeah. A fairy fire. Fairy fire, yes. Let's see. She dodges that.
Clearly, yes. And I will also go, Xander, look, helicopter, to inspire him.
The choppy chop.
Wait, what's a helicopter?
His
Well-
wing wang!
Yes. You know, do the helicopter dick.
More like a windmill.
Yeah. I believe in your circles it might be called meat spin.
Oh, right.
Oh my.
Xander, meat spin.
Senators going, not in front of the children.
Remind yourself that meat spin is a slow and insidious killer. Oh
That's
god.
what she said.
Meat spin is a slow and insidious killer.
Right.
Go on,
And Xander's
Xander.
like, you
Use
stop
protection.
doing the running. Stop doing the running.
Yeah.
I am-
You know what, Xander? Somehow the meat spin reminds you a little bit of like elephants. You know, the way they shake their trunks sometimes.
That
I
is
have
true.
posted the appropriate link in the Discord.
I should hope so.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's a miss or a hit.
That is a miss, unfortunately. But you have an inspiration.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah, I do, don't I? Let's try it. Roll.
And it is now a hit.
Yay. There we go,
Yee.
bop. And there we go, bop.
Ooh. A solid blow. The snake reaches out and like bites her, and you see her veins go black from the spores that are injected.
Just hear somebody go, why are you running? Why are you running?
Oh god. She
What's that
retaliates
do?
back with her sword. In fact, can you
Ouch.
make me a dexterity saving throw, please? After you hit her. I forgot. So
Oh, I don't have
first,
inspiration.
you take 5 damage from Hellish
Oh.
Rebuke, and then she hits you with the Flame Blade for a further 14.
So,
He frantically tries to end your life and escape as we go to Orion.
Another mind sliver as he just continues pointing a disappointed finger at her.
wait, 7.
No horny jail for you.
She manages to quite easily survive that one and avoids the effects. He spits at you. Somehow. Perseverance. In the midst of combat.
So 30 feet towards her, and that brings me with just outside of range of my spells. So we'll dash. And that's my
Yes.
turn.
We might want to enable links if, so people can post GIFs and things in the Heartlands, not the Heartlands, the actual Twitch chat. Okay. Dedication.
Right. Okay. Cannot do much from here. 30 and 60. That is my action and bonus. So boop. Main action. Nowhere really to hide, so I'm just going to hold an action, and if for whatever reason she gets nearby, I'll stab her.
Hestia.
We're gonna do a little Hamovadoo. And we are going for a fireball.
Firebolt hits her. Ooh. 3. Pew. It will get better as you level up, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Sienna.
Right. I am going over here to make sure I don't yeet her out of the battlefield.
Do not yeet her out of the battlefield, whatever you do.
Right. And I'm gonna cause dissonant whispers on her.
Ooh, she makes it. Half damage.
Yes, exactly.
So 6.
The 3 also added to that because I upcast it was
Yes.
17 total originally.
Halved goes down to... Oh, no. Half of 16 is 8, isn't it?
Yeah.
Blech.
That's why I added it.
Her Yeah, her brain oozes out of her ears and she burns up into nothing. As the two wisps of the succubi retreat, you hear them sort of scream back at you. As long as our mistress spirit lives, we shall return. And everything goes quiet.
Orion, he's kind of looking around, then he feels the small breeze on his nethers, looks down, realizes he's naked. And runs to his equipment.
It's the okay. We've all been naked several times, yeah? The amount of times I've walked out of the bar naked. You do not want to know the shenanigans, yeah?
Darian quickly
Look.
puts on at least the clothing underneath his armor.
Look, it's fun.
Yes,
It's
Orion
fine.
does that. And
Fine.
yeah,
I cast heroes myself.
heroism. You're
Now I don't feel terrified.
You'll find your gear to the south and can
And my dead spider. Save that for later.
3 dead spiders. Yeah, 1 gently reposed dead spider. You find that there are some bugs in your clothing, but as you can get them out and then get yourselves re-equipped. As
I'm burning all of the bugs off mine.
yeah, all of you have seen more of each other than you expected today.
I had a fire bikini, it's fine. Everyone just looked at my rock solid abs. My giant tits.
Use his hand to go, you, impressive abs and the rack, yeah?
Orion is basically burying his face into a cloak he has pulled out of his bag, and is doing his best to avoid looking at the naked party.
That's
I know
fair.
we've got our clothes on back now, but Xander will turn to Arai going, do not be embarrassed. We've all been in very embarrassing situations, yeah? And pats him on the back.
Dedication just nonchalantly just goes over to her clothes, picks everything up, and
Appropriate.
gets dressed.
Yeah,
And,
I approve.
that is fair.
I will go and use the wand on the elves now, or myself.
As Squid says in chat, a group who show rack together, watch back together.
Indeed.
Perfect.
So, what is your next step, team?
I would use the staff to turn the elves back into elves, I guess.
Alright, you go through the painstaking process of... do you deliver them their clothes first?
I suppose so.
Yeah, okay. So, you have each mouse stand in the midst of the clothes that belong to them, and then you start telling them back. It takes a long time. And eventually, Alcigir is restored to its former glory. The people here are very thankful for your assistance and offer you a reward of healing supplies and a little bit of gold. So,
Yay.
Beautiful.
each of you can get yourselves 50 gold pieces, and as well as 1 greater healing potion each,
Beautiful.
which are the ones that do 4d4 plus 8.
We have gold now.
Yes.
Beautiful.
50 gold.
Yes, yes.
What is it? Greater healing potion.
1 greater healing potion, which
Okay,
heals for
4d4.
4d4 plus 8.
There we are.
Yes, very good.
Cool.
Right. With that, then, I'm assuming you can get yourself a long rest with the elvish folk, and for tonight, that is our adventure done. Congratulations, team.
Yay, we survived!
Decent record time too.
Yes. We should do some experience.
Yeah.
For tonight's shenanigans, each of you gains. Let me just calculate this for a moment. Each of you gains 1,650 experience points. 1650.
It's a
Thank
ding.
very much.
That levels me up.
Yeah.
Yay, dings.
What
Ding, da, da, ding, 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 ding.
the XP most of us would be at now?
3983 if we
Yeah,
roll.
I've been in the same stuff as you, so 3983 is indeed correct.
Cool. So that'd make
Freaking
a...
dings.
I am 200. I am 200 experience short of leveling.
Oh,
That was us last class, yes.
Yeah.
Last session.
So, of course, we have some. Squid has obviously done his dues in the chat, but we have some shout-outs. First of all, Xander Titus, played by the wonderful Alien Cabalion. Would you like to talk about your Ko-fi?
So there's this really weird rumor that I apparently do art. If you want some art, please go to my coffee page, or don't. See if I care. I care
Yeah.
immensely.
A good example of her art is my beautiful title card, which I will switch to now. Just look at that. That's lovely, is it not? I'm very pleased with it. And of
Can't see it.
course,
I got. Oh, yep. Yes, there we go.
Oh,
yeah,
there
there's a
you
bit of
go.
a delay.
Bit of a delay.
There we go.
Yeah, and of course, as well as my avatar, my little happy mind flare avatar, as well as emotes eventually when I get them. We don't know when that's going to be, but
Soon
Yes.
TM.
Message.
message. Yes, the message crow shall indeed be one of them. He is a
Yes.
staple of the Heartlands at this point.
Of course,
But,
I'm moss.
Happy cargo noises.
And yes, moss.
Moss.
Everyone loves moss.
But of course, there is the lim.
Ah, the limb. Oh God.
No one's well, the lim's not showed up yet. If that lim doesn't show up, I'm gonna be disappointed.
The lim may show up
Okay.
depending on where you are. Yes.
Wish to domesticate the limb.
Pet lim.
First of all, I would like to thank all of you for coming to play today. I would like to thank all of the viewers for tuning in, and thank everyone for everything. You guys are great.
Thank
you.
Yes, and I appreciate you putting this on.
Yeah.
Indeed, thanks very much for the effort, man.
And
Thank you.
this will go up on the YouTube later, so look out for that. Ding! All right. Let's end it then. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.